The year is 1991. Birds and people are living together in seemingly perfect harmony, until one day a young man catches fire. This is Phoenix.
What's up, fellas? We got actually some cool news to cover today. Today's mostly a chill day. Like, I'm mostly just gonna be like, do my Jimmy run, shiny hunting, hopefully locking in a bit more to shunting though. And I also want to change locations from Jigglypuff, so that might make some of you guys a little more excited. And it'll be a cool spot for the Iron Man. I really like shunting at locations on the Iron Man that are like like a main account would Leppa, but an Iron Man wouldn't. I think those are some of my favorite, like the Lantern spot, the Dragon's Den, Dratini spot. I feel like those are some of my favorite locations. The goat is here. How are you I gotta glaze you for a sec. How are you a 6'7" memer? You're like fun. I kind of, you're rising up the ranks in my mental, not that I have a leaderboard of chatters. I mean, a little bit. Like, dude, I appreciate you. You're a good chatter, man. I need you to know for the day that you are appreciated. Seriously, you make me smile. You add to the stream. Are you a smart fella or a fart fella? Depends on the time of day. I would say like 80% of the time I'm a fart fella. I'm gonna be so real. I know what I'm about. I'm not gonna get up here on my pedestal and be like, oh yeah, guys, you know, I'm a fart smeller. I was born to be a fart smeller. You know, I've been a fart smeller. There's nothing wrong with being a fart smeller. There's nothing wrong with being dumb. I'll you know, let me be the symbol. Let me be the Lorax for the morons, you know? The degenerates, the losers, the fucking, you know, who cares? You're chilling. There's everything wrong. God damn it. Well, Drew T said so fair enough. You raise a valid opposing, or I've changed my opinion on everything now. Thank you. Huge. That's right. I convinced the streamer. Yes. Yes, I'm in a goofy mood today. What's up, fellas? I'm probably doing well today. I'm doing the best. It's been, you know, it's amazing to be where I'm at despite everything. It's been a crazy few months. I'm happy to be here. Happy to be streaming PokeMMO. That's what's most important. And I got to, like, the world is weird. Brains are weird. The human brain, peculiar thing. You gotta remind yourself, you know, gotta appreciate, you know, your shmemes. Yeah, I gambled all for the bit. No, I want if I am always gonna be rank 1 depression. Yeah, I feel like fuck repression. Maybe a little bit more like depression. What's the word? I don't know, probably too big of a word for my brain. I feel like more people have been under seasonal depression or just depression this year than I've fucking ever. It's been fucking crazy, but we're here to break out of it. That's we depression repress for the 4 hours of this stream. Yeah, we depression repression for 4 hours for the PokeMMO stream, and then we fucking go hit the clubs, hit the bars, find your local milfs, you know, do a little perusing. All right, fellas. Now, okay, let me just jump into the little. Let's just jump into it. I'm gonna stop stalling for content. What is up, you beautiful goofballs? Yo, what's up? My name is Patrouski, here for your daily PokeMMO stream recap. This is stream recap 463. We're pushing towards 500, which is kind of crazy. Like today's video if you enjoy it, subscribe. You guys know the drill, all that jazz. Let's just jump into what we're talking about today. We do have your daily source of Pokemon news, tips, tricks, information, conversation, what's happening inside the PokeMMO community. And we do have some cool forum posts for you guys today. Number one, just a new catch event was finally scheduled. That's always nice to see. So there is a new catch event alongside the big Breloom / Shroomish shiny one. If you haven't seen it, please, dude, try to show up for this Shroomish catch event if you can. It's going to be super competitive, but it saves you 1,000 hours on a shiny hunt, not being over dramatic, not hyperbolic with that number. On average, it's a 1,000 hour shiny hunt. You can get it done in 1 hour at a catch event. You know, it's worth trying for the chance, right? Even if think about it like that, even if 1,000 people show up to that catch event, right, and you spend 1 hour, that's on odds. That is on odds, on average odds. That would be the same as, actually, it'd be, I guess, because you're also running back and forth looking for Shroomishes though, so it's like 2 hours for the price of one. That's if 1,000 people show up. If 500 people show up, it's like super efficient, super effective. You know, just go to the, it's a good catch event, okay? But we have the spin to catch event on Friday the 30th of January at 4 p.m. ET, Route 113 in Hoenn. You're gonna have 1 hour to catch Spinda, Slugma, don't say it, chat, Sandshrew as possible, -3 for Sandshrew, +2 for Spinda. It's gonna be a shiny Spinda. Shiny Spinda up for grabs. Really cool shiny Pokemon. My wife actually just recently started shiny hunting Spinda because she found out that it has the different spots. They added that recently, pretty recently in PokeMMO. It was a long time ago. Or, fuck, for a long time we didn't have that, so my words are jumbled. But, they added it really recently, over the past like 3 months or so. They actually did implement it so that Spindas have that little different spotted things. In the traditional Pokemon games, every Spinda is different, and in Pokemon we didn't have that. All Spindas were the same for a very long time, but now they finally fixed it so that Spindas do have different little splot placements, which is really cool to see in my opinion. We've talked about it a million times, but I'm going to cover the details. It's such a, this is like literally maybe the best shiny hunting event for shiny, like best catch event for shiny hunters. It's really up there. 1st of February, Sunday at 3 p.m. ET, Petalburg Woods in Hoenn. You can catch Shroomish, Slackoth, Poochyena, Zigzagoon. I purposefully skipped Treecko because you should not pop lures. You should not catch Treeckos in this event. It is a waste of your time and will lower your chance to win the event. If you want to do it for fun, do you, right? Nature bonus +5 for Adamant, and then there is a shiny Shroomish up for grabs. Shiny Shroomish up for grabs, a 1,000 hour shiny hunt, a super usable, very pragmatic shiny. Everybody needs a catching Breloom. Everybody uses that Pokemon, catching Pokemon. It's really powerful. It's good in PvP, good in raids, good as one of the best utility mons in the entire game. It's so good. It's so good. And I wanted to cover this PvP tournament one more time. I don't usually cover PvP tournaments because most PvP tournaments are automated. Good question in chat really quick. Would it be the winner's OT? It will say event reward as the OT on the shiny. Great question. I count it as like an OT, but usually tell people like, hey, it is an event reward. So it's like not technically OT, but like, you know, you earned it, you've won it, you know. So it's you know, there is a important distinction there, I guess. But there is, so this PvP tournament, right? This PvP tournament, there's a Scolipede and Staraptor here, and you have to use, it's OU and UU tag team. So you have to find, if you're an OU player, find a friend that plays UU. If you're a UU player, find a friend that plays OU, or obviously we'll play both, right? The coolest part about this event to me is all OU players have to have a Staraptor on their team, and all UU players must have a Scolipede. I think this is a really cool themed PvP event. You don't see those a whole lot. And then the prize is a shiny Scolipede and a shiny Staraptor. I think this is really cool of the Deus Bruno, of the GM, to like put the extra effort into hosting a super special event like this. So shout out to Deus Bruno. Really cool event to see. Next up, this is really important for even if you don't play PvP, okay? Please heed this warning, heed this information. It's very important, okay? There is a big PvP change potentially coming, okay? This is just the like movement thread. This is like the discussion thread. These movements have not taken place yet, right? But if Politoed moves down to NU from UU, that is a really big deal. I'm not here to argue if that would be broken or balanced. I'm not qualified. I'm not educated enough in terms of NU, the NU PvP metagame right now. It's out of my depth, okay? Politoed would bring a rain setter upon entry to NU. There are so few Pokemon, if ever, there are so few Pokemon in the NU tier that can set up weather upon entry, because that is such a powerful ability. They're usually up in UU or even OU, right? If Politoed drops to NU, this is a massive deal for PvP. I could be wrong, in my opinion. Ludicolo is in NU right now. Could you imagine Politoed setting up rain and then going to a Ludicolo to sweep in NU? That is a strategy that I use in literal OU. Like it could be so free, and it also could just rise up so many Swift Swim Pokemon. Poliwrath with Swift Swim, right? This is an NU right now, right? There's a lot of like crazy Swift Swim. Golduck is fine, you know. There's a lot of interesting Pokemon that could be really strong in NU, right? So if Politoed drops to NU, it changes the metagame. That, in my opinion, I could be wrong, right? I don't talk too much on my depth, but like the big thing here is the money, okay? The money to be made. Even Snorlax is a lot of Snorlax. We're also sleeping on Snorlax is also really strong. Snorlax used to be a huge demon way back in the day. It's fallen off a lot though, to be fair. But if Politoed drops to NU, keep an eye on all Swift Swim water types in NU, Swift Swim Pokemon in lower tiers, untiered Swift Swim Pokemon, obviously hidden ability access Politoed. Like, it does not, like, the markets will be really, really interesting. I don't want to say will go crazy, but could potentially go crazy in my opinion. If this change happens, I would keep an eye on Politoed prices, hidden ability ones specifically, because they have to have hidden ability for Drizzle. Keep that in mind. Yeah, this is a really big change. I always say PvP tier changes happen every single month. They don't just matter for PvPers. It is so crucial. It's so important to know what's happening in PvP as any kind of player in PokeMMO, because it's a way to make Pokeyen. I've made so much good Pokeyen off of PvP tier changes. NU players don't have Politoads built. NU players don't have Snorlaxes built. Like, if you don't breed them, they want to be able to buy them, queue up and play immediately. They don't have to go, like, train their own, PvP mons most of the time. Not always, obviously, but it's a big deal. It's a big deal. So keep an eye out. If you want to EV train some Politoads right now, EV train, XP train some Politoads, some Snorlaxes, get them ready for PvP. I think those markets could go really interesting in the next few days if this goes to live servers. Obviously, it's a big if. It could get stopped. This is February's movement thread, so we'll see if it actually goes through. But it's one of the biggest. Like, it doesn't get a whole lot bigger in terms of PvP tier changes than a weather setting Pokemon coming down to NU. Like, that is genuinely. It's crazy. All right, let's jump into our achievement showcase and our further news. First things first, there is a streamathon, rather a celebration stream coming up on the this Saturday. This Saturday, it is coming up on the January 31st. January 31st, I'm doing a 75,000 subscriber celebration stream. If you want to come hang out, want to come support, there will be incentives based on the amount of Twitch subs that I get that day. There's things like, Shuntathons, which include me giving away Pokemon. There's things like hide and seeks, which include me giving away Pokemon and Pokeyen and potentially shiny charms, whatever prizes I want to hand out, as well as things like me eating beans on toast on stream. Even though I've slandered it for years, which is why I've got my beautiful British flag in the back to give them some support through all of the banter that I love to sling their way. So, you know what? We'll see what happens that day. It could be a lot of fun. Streamathon this Saturday. Next up, of course, his name is Big D. Big D, of course. Big D got himself a shiny Nidoran. Now, the story behind this is kind of interesting. He was having no luck. He was legendary hunting and had no good RNG. Nothing was hitting. 47,000 encounters dry. He popped a legendary lore, and almost immediately, he said, got a shiny Nidoran. So congrats. It's cool to see, in my opinion. Like, I see so many people pop legendary lures, and waste them and lose all their Pokeyen. It's really nice to see someone actually get a W, to actually get a win off a legendary lore. You love to see it, man. Congratulations to Big D. He said the IVs are pretty terrible, which is funny. Yeah, they are pretty freaking bad, which is hilarious, but the 31 HP, I guess we'll take it over nothing, right? It's a really cool shiny Nidoran. Congratulations over to, once again, Big D. That is Big D. Congratulations, dude. Next up, this comes from Squiddy, who was a newer player in PokeMMO, and he talked about how he wanted to start preparing for raids as a newer-ish player in PokeMMO, and he went to go catch one of his favorite Pokemon. He wanted to get a really good Flygon, because it's needed for raids, for some raids, as well as it's his favorite Pokemon, which I think is a great way to start. That's a really, really good, in my opinion, genius way to go about it. Go get your favorite Pokemon first, right? And he ended up, within 1 hour, catching a Trapinch with 31 special attack, 25 plus defenses, 19 speed, almost a little bit too slow, but that should work in my opinion, and modest nature. This guy, it's cool to see, man. This is a cool player, a cool story from a newer player going out and catching their favorite Pokemon until they got a wild raid ready Pokemon. It's a cool story, man. Congrats to Squiddy. Next up, I love seeing players like this, man. I have a lot of love in my heart for players I have a lot of friends, a lot of long-term people that I've known who have gotten banned in PokeMMO and been, you know what, I did break the rules. I did get banned. I deserved that ban. It sucks. I gotta bite this bullet and just move on. I have a lot of love in my heart, a lot of respect for people who just get banned and are like, you know what, I did. I fucked up. I gave in one night. I broke the rules. I'm sorry. This person, Supa, had a 1,000 hour account. They got banned because of RMT. They said laziness, impatience, we live and we learn. Dude, You're my hero. We need more people like you in society. Seriously, like I love this. I seriously can't praise this enough. You know, there's more power. It's almost more valuable to make a mistake and admit to it than to like never make mistakes at all. You gotta, you know, I've learned a lot. You gotta be able to learn, right? Decided to play again after taking a break and made sure making a new account wouldn't be ban evasion. And now he has on a brand new account from scratch. He's got 4 out of 5 regions done, 188 hours played, XP training for his last region, and he got a shiny Rapidash, dude. Congratulations. I think I love this kind of story, man. Supa has reformed. His redemption arc is on the road, and I love to see it, man. Congratulations, Supa. Next up, Fly Happy found this little not really an achievement, found this little bug over in the encounter counter. I thought it was pretty interesting. I've never seen question mark, there's no PNG, and then someone even went on to add on to this. So shout out to I think Sadlight, who actually added a little more context to this. He said, I think that comes up after the Giratina fight, I believe, right? I have no idea, but it's a cool bug. I think it's a neat bug. It's cool to be aware of that. Maybe it's like the Giratina ads. Yeah, I'm assuming it's the Giratina ads that it spawns. The encounter counter just doesn't know how to track that. I think it's interesting. Not a bug though. I would call that. I would say that's not intended. I could be wrong. I would say the encounter counter probably just shouldn't track those ads because they probably don't have a shiny chance. You probably can't catch them. I would call it a bug, but I could be wrong. Next up, we have Shiny Hunter Goat. This is a cool, I'm gonna zoom in a bit. This is a cool story, man. This guy was celebrating his teammate getting a shiny Drillbur, celebrating his teammate getting a rare shiny, and then he hatched a shiny Charmander in the middle of celebrating, and fucking my voice, the middle of celebrating, in the middle of fucking screenshotting his teammate's shiny. Dude, this is fucking awesome. This is so sick. This is so sick. I fucking love this. This is one of the best PokeMMO stories you can see. Shiny hunting is so... I feel like as the more you shiny hunt, the more like you want to be invested in other people's journeys and know what other people are up to. And that it becomes a social thing. It's a really beautiful thing how shiny hunting becomes a very social, communal, like, you know, beautiful activity, and that when you're invested in other people's grinds, other people's journeys, I think, and that's where we really can motivate each other, and the world can keep spinning, man. It's really fucking cool to see, man. So congrats to both of those guys. Really cool to see. Team, I've seen a lot. There's a lot of, I don't want to say newer teams, but teams that are popping up on my radar more than ever recently in PokeMMO, and I like learning about, you know, the up and coming teams popping off. You know, there have been teams that have been around forever. Obviously Team Mister is legendary, they've been around forever, but I like learning about Team Void, Team Uxie, Team Synergy. Like, it's really fucking cool to see these teams popping off, making a name for themselves. I remember when I was coming back to PokeMMO, or even like in old school RuneScape, when I was young and I was hungry and I really wanted to make a name for myself in the skilling scene in old school RuneScape. I remember, like, it's such a good feeling to be acknowledged, and to acknowledge those young up and comers. It's those young hungry gamers who are, you know, trying to do cool things in the game. I think it's really important that veterans acknowledge them, cheer them on, give them love and support, and then because they just deserve it. It's just cool to see, man. It keeps the game alive. It's fresh, it's fun. We always need new faces like that. So shout out to all those teams that are doing really, really cool stuff. Team Rad, I've seen Team Rad around. Yeah. Absolutely. But all right, that's our stream recap intro. Make sure to like, subscribe, all that jazz. I'm gonna jump in. If you have any questions, you ever want to be involved in the stream recap, this is a communal project. You guys can pretty much be involved in whatever stream recap. Just come in the stream, ask a good question. We'll talk about the game that we all love. That's what it's all about. Thanks for watching. Let's jump into things. What's up, Patty Patrets? What's up, Ali say? What's like a Pokemon that rhymes with that? Oh fuck. What's up, all I can think of is like Aloraptor. Is that like a dinosaur? I don't think so. Ali. What's up? There's like no Pokemon. Why is there no Pokemon that starts with AL? What's up, Alakazam Ali say? There you go. There you go. And so long. Dude, I'm happy to have you, Drew T. I'm honored you found it impressive. I try to start every stream. Every stream now starts with like a news segment almost, you know. Ali for alligator. That kind of is smooth. You're kind of smooth, dude. Mist has got the fucking, he's got the fucking flow, dude. What do you think about VGC? VGC is I meant to cover actually something about that. Fuck. Here, one second. Let me add it to my, let me go Somebody's doing something really cool. I'm gonna go add it to my, let me add it to my bookmarks. I'll remember to do it tomorrow. I meant to do it today. Maybe we'll still cover it today. We'll see. Worst case scenario, we'll cover it tomorrow. We might just save it for tomorrow. My thoughts on VGC. Oh, hello, Pat. What are your thoughts about VGC? Pretty like, I think the same as most people, honestly. VGC looks amazing. I would love to learn more about VGC. I would love to commentate about it. One of the next grinds that I might do on my Ironman account is like building a VGC team. Like, VGC is super freaking interesting. It's a really cool format. It's really fast paced. It's really fun to watch, really fun to commentate, and seems really fun to play, right? The only problem with VGC is there's not enough people playing it right now. And I think a huge reason is people are just tired, they're burnt out. It's the middle of event season. I do think it was unfortunately bad timing and a little bit of a disservice to drop the VGC update in the middle of event season. I'm really looking forward to post event season to give VGC more credit, more love. I really want to start trying to commentating that one tournament that I commentated was so fun. I had a blast and I feel like I learned a lot, right? That's what it's all about, is like, you know, so I would love to try to do more VGC content in the future. It just comes down to time and energy. I think that's how a lot of people feel right now. It's super underappreciated part of the game right now. And I hope that I hope I can find the time to appreciate it soon. That's where I stand on VGC. VGC seems like the best, like literally like the best, you know, one of the best, if not the best format. You know, it seems fucking awesome. Okay. Move these to stream recap. All right. Alrighty, fellas, another beautiful day on the Ironman account, and the same things are continuing. I know it's not the most exciting thing in the world, but consistent progress is an important part of PokeMMO, and it's an important part to show you guys. I'm gonna pop my amulet coin. I'm glad I did that amulet coin farming though recently when I did, to be fair. I'm gonna go ahead and pop my amulet coin. We're gonna get our Jimmy run done, eat our vegetables, get our Pokeyen. The stack is growing because we've stuck to this and done our Jimmy runs. It's really important. So we're gonna do another day, another dollar, another Jimmy run. We're gonna get our Jimmy run done. After, we're gonna get level 80 on our Absol today. That'll be really cool. And then after our Jimmy run, I do want to do some more shiny hunting, potentially even a little bit of PvP theory crafting, but we'll see how that. I don't want to spend any more of my Pokeyen on breeds right now is the biggest problem, but we'll see how that plays. If I can have some monster, maybe like I'm interested in VGC, for example, we'll see if I have anything like just queue up with for fun. But we'll definitely be shiny hunting today, I think. Shiny hunting today. I want to move spots. I've been doing a lot of Jigglypuff. I think moving over to Dratini could be a lot of fun. I think shaking it up is always fantastic. So I think shaking it up at 41,000 encounters is also always exciting. So I'll probably see you guys hopefully over at Dratini in Dragon's Den Johto. What do you mean 80? Level 80 is like what you need for most raid mons on average. That you can, like, if I need to, I can level it up to 100 pretty quickly. A lot of raids don't even need that level. Like, I recommend most people to get most of their raid mons up to level 80. I think leveling all the raid mons up to 100 is often a waste of, like, I don't want you to waste your time if possible. It's good in the long term, but if I were like tell a new player, you know, I wouldn't stress them out and tell them, look, level everything up to 100. It's just the time difference to level things between 80 and 100 is crazy, you know. Exactly. Yeah, well, yeah, 80 will be high enough level to get all the raids done except for the final like legendary raid. Exactly. Any thoughts on ribbons? Ribbons, dude. Hey, Pat, any thoughts on ribbons worth collecting them for shinies hunt, for example? Ribbons are one of my favorite examples to give when people ask, hey man, how are you not bored of PokeMMO? You know, I've been playing the game for 11,000 hours, blah, blah, blah. There are systems in this game that I've never even touched. That's how vast and how widespread the game is, right? How much there is to do, right? And I'm kind of a completionist, I guess, in that way. I don't even know how to get ribbons. I don't know how to farm ribbons. I don't know how ribbons. I know they're like a cute little thing that a little visual vanity. I love ribbons. I love people that know about the system. I think it's one of the coolest ways to go above and beyond and show your expertise in a field that most people don't even know how it works, like almost at all, right? I barely know about ribbons. I think ribbons are awesome. It's a really cool niche grind that's just for the love of the game, just for the visual. One day I'd love to learn it, but I have other things on my priority list. You know, there's other things to do. So I love, yeah, ribbons are cool. I love talking about like it's one of my favorite examples of an amazing piece of content that I've never really touched or never really explored after 11,000 hours. No, ribbons are really fun. The ribbons are really cool. I just don't know. I don't know enough about it. Doesn't bother me. Yeah, super fair, super fair. Also, like, if you're a main account, I'm trying to think, like, if you're a main account, you can often, or if you've been playing for a while, if this is your first event season, it just depends. If you played it like a few, like for me as an Ironman account, I had to make all of my raid mons this event season. Like, just level 80 is, you know, you can just adjust from there. Is plenty. When are you gonna collab with PokeMMO? I don't know who that is. No disrespect. Sometimes people will be like, I'm gonna look him up right now. Oh, it's the guy. I know this guy from his CS:GO clips. I have seen him on my YouTube shorts. I do know him. So put some respect on his name. I hate people. There are people that are like, oh, I literally have no idea who that is. Like, okay, well, I'll learn about him really quick. When am I gonna collab with him? Bro, he has fucking 2.2 million followers. He was born in the same year as me, same age. Kind of goated. But he's like, no, I'm like an aunt to him. Why would he ever? Like, all due respect, like, you know. Yo, wait, actually, wait, Shiny? Wait, Shiny from Ralphie? Wait, actually, dude? Wait, hell yeah, good luck, congrats, Poggies? What I miss, dude? What I miss? I'm honored. It is a funny question. Like, who would I? Is that like a thing that he says? Like, oh, shiny, is that the meme? He goes for that when he gets the, yeah. Can you collab with Sugon? Sugon these nuts. Nice try. Hey, it's been a while since we've even seen someone attempt. I'm gonna spare you. Usually, no, Cody, I was gonna spare him. Usually failed. I respect you for doing your job though. Your job, KW, Cody. Doing, I'm gonna spare him. I'm feeling nice today. Not even a good effort. I'm feeling nice. I don't know. I'm feeling Scrappers _55. If that doesn't work though, I give up. There we go. It worked. Usually a failed these nuts joke is a 10-minute timeout. You know what? It's been a while. I think a little bit of leeway. I don't mind it. I don't mind it. Should be an hour to be honest. No, man, I don't mind it. Bro typed kanji in YouTube chat. Give me 1 sec. I guess I could not be kanji. It's not like I understand. Like I can tell the difference. White boy just be assuming. Google Translate. I got you, King. I got you. Don't worry. Chinese simplified detected. The English translation is have. Bro, I love you. I don't know what you're trying to say, but I do love that you came to my chat typed have in kanji. Fucking goated. Do you play PvP? Not really. This is the best. You're the best chatter. Why is that so funny? No, there's something amazing about coming to a stream chat, typing have in kanji, and then being like, do you play PvP? Not a whole lot, man. Not a whole lot. Not talking about Chinese. Fuck. What is written? What is kanji is written Japanese, right? What is written? What is the written language of Chinese? Of like Mandarin, right? Hanzi. Fuck. White boy getting ate up over here. God damn it. God damn it. It's Hanzi. Yeah, okay. Japanese is kanji. This is gonna come up on the test later, guys. Make sure you remember. I probably like literally like a huge part of the PokeMMO player base is Chinese. I probably should fucking know what the written language is called to be like. Me and my wife have talked about that. Also, given the current we are not a political stream, but given the current not a political stream, recently there was like a study done where it's like it like shows the reputations of like countries, and dude, seeing the US's reputation go from like rank 25 to like rank 48 like in the last 1 year, I was like, no, dude. I was like, fuck. There's a certain part of me where it's like, with how fucked things are and how international the game that I play is, there is a certain like I'm like, should I bite the bullet and try to actually learn? Should I actually try to learn some fucking international culture so I can like, because the meme is, okay, I'm an ignorant American and I know that I'm an ignorant American and I'm honest about that. And I'm not trying to hide that, right? But we're reaching a point where it's like, oh fuck, like all these other ignorant Americans don't know that they're ignorant specifically to like, I'm not saying all Americans are dumb. I think that's insane, right? But on average, we don't know the most about international, you know, culture. I think that's fine. I think that's all we don't. That's fine. It's also like not a. Like, we just value different things. We've, you know, asked us about the NFL. Fuck, you know, base. Like, yeah, no, like, unironically, I do think it's like one of the biggest problems. Like, is the lack of humility. You know, to put some respect on my fucking job or whatever, job of Megalol. My job does teach me you have to have humility to be an online clown. You know, like there's a certain beauty to like, I go online every day and I say thank you big D for the Twitch sub and paying my rent. Big D, shout out Fungal Bussy. Like, you've got to have a certain humility. I'm a fucking online. I'd be a really good jester if I was born 400 years ago. I would have had the fucking kings and queens smacking their fucking gold encrusted chairs. Like, I would have been an amazing I would have been the Jim Carrey, like Chris Farley, like physical comedy of the fucking 1600s. I would have gone crazy in the fucking kingdoms in the fucking 1800s, bro. My wife loves that I'm a jester. I would have been so good, dude. Kind of was a narcissist. Yeah. The other problem is, that's why I hope to, not that it'll be a problem for a guy like me, because I don't think, I hope to never gain too much, like, fame is not the right word, more like numbers, I guess, because I think it warps your brain. I do think inherently, like, the more popular you get in any form of whether it's streaming, celebrity, whatever, I think it breaks most people's brains, and I think it's really hard for it not to. I think you have to almost be a little bit crazy. It's almost like you have to be a little bit insane at minimum to become like a politician, because you have to be like, yes, I believe that I believe that people should adhere to my decisions, and my decisions should affect millions of people's lives. Like, that is a crazy you have to be a little bit narcissistic to be a politician. You have to like believe that you know what's best for millions and millions of people, which is inherently is a little bit crazy. It's big DH, just my initials. Wait, that's even funnier. Wait, I've been calling bro Big D this whole time, and it's his name. He just has Big D energy. See how many people gonna go do numbers, dude? I'm just saying. We gotta go back to then. I think times are probably better now than the hot take. I think times are probably better now than the 1600s. We don't have to eat. We don't eat gruel. We eat bowl slop, which is an upgrade. We gotta be honest. We don't have to shovel our own horse manure, right? We have toilets. Things are a little bit better. There's not dead people and horses in the street. Things are a little bit better. Things are a little bit better. Women are allowed to talk. That's so. That's not even. We can't even talk about like the women can vote. Like no. Like the difference between the 1600s is that women can speak before being spoken to. Holy shit. Well, wait a minute. Maybe the times were better back then. Get it, guys? Yes, I am married, so I can make that joke. How did Ha ha ha. Very fun. That's kind of, dude. Everybody should get married. It's actually kind of a hack. Get married, and you're allowed to make sexist jokes again. True. Okay, I'm on. My wife spiked my Rockstar today, I believe, personally. No, but there is an element. Okay, there is an element. And it's not fair. I was a single guy for a long time. This is not a dunk on single guys. This is like a the life is unfair story. Okay. I love wearing my wedding ring because a wedding ring is kind of a virtue signal to other women. Like, hey, I'm gonna pass you on the street I have a wedding ring, you're okay. Like, just, you know, like having a wedding ring is kind of busted. It immediately makes women let their guard down a little bit more, a little bit, you know. It's kind of like, it's kind of nice. It's kind of nice to be like, okay, this woman, also like I'm a big guy, like it's kind of nice to be like, maybe this woman won't be afraid of me, maybe, you know, if I flashed like the ring enough, you know. It's kind of nice, dude. And if you want to marry me, there's probably someone in chat right now who will. Also, I mean, something I've thought about I'm a big guy, so something I've thought about my whole life. Like, I'm definitely that guy who, like, if I pass a woman on the street and we're both alone, I like curb off. I think it's respectful. You don't have to, but like curb off. I'll like step off the sidewalk and like curb over to the street and like give her like a little smile and a wave. I think I'm, you know, it's virtue signaling based. It's kind of great. You're virtue signaling to strangers to be like, I know that you're afraid of me. Don't worry, I'm not gonna hurt you. Have a nice nice time walking your dog, you know. But it's kind of like, it's kind of true, you know. It's virtue signaling, but it's also true. A Twitch chat, what we've unironically discussed a Twitch chat wedding so many times, you know. Sus. I think it's just respectful. Especially like, you know, when you're a large fella, you know. Is my wife being problematic? True. What if you're in the same-sex male marriage? Are you still allowed? You like allow what I miss? Allow for what? You probably have more. Like, you don't have to like walk away from women. You probably get more fucking powers in that regard. Women can own credit cards. I know, dude. It's fucked up. I'm sorry. It's so stupid. The dumb like low hanging fruit. Like, we gotta at least be funny if you're gonna make, you know, if you're gonna make sex, at least be funny. It is crazy. That is one of the crazy. How long have you been married? A year and a half. I'm fucking using all the. I'm not that long, right? God damn it, BVT. What was I gonna say? We're just covering all the topics today, dude. Much love. What a sweet. What is this fucking comment? Missed you tons, Pat. Good to see your streams fill people with life still in 2026. Fill people with life? Are you kidding me? That's like the nicest compliment anyone's ever given me in my whole life. What are you fucking talking about? That's like the sweetest fucking fuck you. Get out of here. You're too nice. You won't survive in my chat. I love you. Please stay. We need more people like you. Holy crap, man. That's like what an incredibly nice thing to say. The vanish. We're off the group a little bit today. Not a working account? No, it was just for that temporary challenge. I'll be honest with you. And my physical health may or may not have taken a backseat over the past few months. I've been dealing with a little bit of IRL late trauma, or, you know, I've been having a rough time in the past few months. So I decided, you know what? I'm just gonna fucking get high and eat a lot of food and play That's been my last few. You know what? I'll be honest. My last maybe like 1 month, 2 months. The last 1 or 2 months has been like fucking me hanging out, eating food. I've just been trying to fucking get through the days, man. I've been trying to get through the days. I'd love to get back to going to the gym, especially. I think but it's one of those things. You can't, if you're not actively working to solve a problem, don't stress about it too. Like, it's one of those things. I'm just like, not right now. I'm just not worried about my physical health, and that's not great. But sometimes that's life, man. Sometimes other things take priority, you know. And it's obviously like physical health is really important and impacts mental. I know. I agree, right? One of those things. I'm just trying not to, you know. I always say, like, it's one of those. I run into so many people who worry about their weight every second of every day, especially, you know, women, which is really hard to watch, right? I've known so many women who, like, they worry about their weight, the number constantly, and it's like they're not even worried. They're not even trying to make a change right now, which is okay. But you can't do both. It'll drive you crazy. And I do it too. I'm not trying to, you know, I do it, you know. Oh yeah, guys, have you heard about this? Just don't have anxiety. Duh. Come on, guys. What are you doing? You guys have anxiety and I don't? What are you doing, guys? Come on. Pick up the memo. Come on. Yeah, no, sometimes, dude. Who does some? It's like, yeah. I'm someone who's like, I'm really. This is the end of the stream. Yo, what's up, Bukum? I'm someone who's like really hyper aware and hyper on top of, like, I really don't want to ever have like a substance abuse problem. People like me are prone to have substance abuse problems. I've had, my brother has, you know, problems, like, which, like, I love him, like, you know, love and respect. It's not like a shot, right? And it's something I'm like super aware of, super on top of, and thankfully I don't think I have a substance abuse problem, you know, thankfully, right? A lot of people, you know, go in and out of that and have that problem for their whole life. I'm really fucking lucky that I don't seem to have that yet, you know. I'm only 27, right? But I think it's, yeah, it's one of those, it's just okay to, you know, it's okay to have a downtime. It's okay, like, I was so like grind set and focused and all these things from like age 22 to, because I was so behind. When I was like 22, I was like, I was happy and I was, you know, content and all these things, but like, I'm so behind in life compared to, you know, based on where I was from or whatever, right? And so I grind on my little baby Sigma grind set from like 22 to 26, 22 to 27, and now I'm kind of chilling out, and it's been a really big life change, you know. I'm 28. I know, dude. We're Unk. We literally are Unk. What was I talking about? I'm just rambling. Anybody have any PokeMMO questions? The bad Kings and Queens. No. I'm proud to pay my taxes, and I pay a fucking, you know, a fair bit. Let me say, you know, but you know what? It is annoying. Now I will say, dude, what is today's stream? Why do they make it so hard to pay your taxes? It's already hard. It's already annoying to do them. It's already like, you know, I think of it as like, I like paying taxes. I like, you know what? I want my money to go back into my community. I want to, you know, I grew up on programs that fed 100 kids. I think of it as, you know what? When I'm paying my taxes, I'm putting the food into the mouths of 100 kids. Is that always what's happening? Probably not. But it helps me fucking pay that bill, okay? But fucking, why do they make it so hard? Why is it so annoying to, like, why is it so difficult to go online and make the payment? That is like so hard. I had a real problem with that, you know, over the past few years. It's crazy. Welcome. So the PokeMMO and the taxes stream. Welcome, Ramtor. Happy to have you. No, this is not. We're just kind of chatting. Welcome, dude. welcome. Spidget P. Okay, this stream's already off the hinges. US problem. It is always good to, like, I love having an international audience because I learn a lot, you know. Where do eggs come from? Like metaphorically or like physically? Like, one of the answers is eggs come from when a daddy Torkoal and a mama Torkoal love each other very much, and you consume them and delete them to create a baby. But the physical answer is go watch my breeding guide or some shit, you know. Yes, I would say on average. Great question. Does Zapdos usually get cheaper after the month of its? After the month. Here, this is a good question. One sec. It's a good question. Someone said, does Zapdos normally get cheaper after its appearance month? Great question. I would say like during the month. I could be wrong. I would say during the month is when legendaries usually reach their cheapest. Like, Zapdos is currently in the wild, so it's a smart and great question. If you want to pick up a Zapdos, I would pick one up right now prior to raids. Prior to Lunar New Year event coming out, Zapdos will probably be used in the Gyarados raid coming up. This is like the cheaper price for Zapdos, you know? I would say, yeah, if you want to get a Zapdos, I would pick one up now because they actually rotate in 3 days. In 3 days or so, Zapdos will be out of the wild. So I would say they're cheaper now. And then once they actually do rotate, they'll probably go up in price, my guess. But I could be mistaken. Judge Free Zone, you are a much better man than I'm going to be honest. It's one of my biggest flaws. I'm a judgmental person. I'm going to be honest. And because of that, I try to like pull it back, you know? Because it's not, you gotta like acknowledge your flaws so you can even them out to some extent. But dude, inherently, I'd be a little judgy. I'm gonna be honest. It's not good. It's not a good thing. Did you ever judge me? I mean, I judge you every chat you type a 6-7, but it's not a bad. Not all judgments are bad, you know. Almost every chat, it's like, yeah, you know, Well, not all. It depends. It depends on the vibe. Today's vibes, I'm like less judgmental. When I'm more loose and free, you know, like I definitely feel, you know, you're usually at your, this is a good introspective thing. You're usually at your most judgmental when you are like stressed and tense about something else in your life. So it's not like, it's not always about that person. It's not always about, you know, you're not actually like, your brain is just looking for something to attach to not worry about your thing, or, you know, which is very, very fucking humans. I mean, we all experience, right? What nature for Zapdos? Usually modest or timid. We can check PvP. Like, you would go modest for PVM, maybe timid or even bold for PvP. I have to check PvP statistics though. Give me one sec. Pretty, I do, you know what? I do find you. I love you. Well, you've been a good chat. I love you in chat. Let me go start this gym. Once let me go find the, but I'm curious now. What nature would you go for Zapdos? Yippee! Someone asked, what nature would you go for Zapdos? For PVM, you usually go plus damage, so something like modest nature, like a modest nature herb. But if you want to make it, if you want to go like multi-use and make your Zapdos both usable in PvP and PVM, I think it's super worthwhile because you don't have to like change. You can kind of change the nature though, but it's kind of expensive. The nature herbs, you know. It also might be a good idea to pick up your nature herbs now prior to events, prior to the Lunar New Year event. If you want like a bold nature for your Zapdos, you know, a timid nature. How much are modest nature herbs right now versus how much will they be during the event is a really good question. 94k right now. Well, actually, ooh, let me hold up. I'm sorry. Excuse me. The Lunar New Year event is actually the event where Deciduas come into the game. So a lot of these nature herb prices might go down. We'll have to see. I'm curious. Some might go up, but some might go down. Yeah, someone grow. Yeah, dude, the modest ones are expensive. They're pretty expensive. But yeah, I'm actually, as an Ironman account, I'm extremely excited to get Deciduous berries or Deciduous flowers. I'm finally gonna be able to nature my legendaries. Like I couldn't do it before. You know, it's great. It's a really big deal. No, you cannot use those nature herbs on any Pokemon. That would ruin the economy, thankfully. You can only use them on roaming legendaries. So things like Zapdos, Moltres, Suicune, Raikou. I think all of those. Shaman. I believe they also work on like some legendary. I believe they also work on like Heatran and like Meloetta would be my, I believe. I could be wrong, but I think so. But sorry, the question was, what nature should I go on Zapdos? It's either modest, timid, or bold, depending on what's being played in PvP. I guess Calm is also up there, to be fair. Right now in OU, timid is the most played, but you also see Calm and bold at like decent percentages, you know. And then doubles Zapdos is a little bit different. It does matter, which is not as different as I thought. More modest, you see. Covert Cloak is really interesting. Wow. Timid, modest, bold. So I think going any of those, Calm. If you want to mostly use it in raids, I would go modest, but you can get away. Zapdos is so good. You can get away with timid, bold in raids, and you have them be multi-use in PvP. So whatever you want to, you know, however you want to build, I guess. Stop Tailwind. That's what I was thinking. That's really cool, man. I want to learn, dude. I want to learn VGC. Spidget, I would love to do a dual commentary. I would love to dual commentate a VGC tournament with you, where like I'm the color commentary and you're the guy who actually knows what he's talking about. Giga Chad. Yeah. Speaking of doubles in VGC, look at Cerulean coming in. Cerulean, I forgot. I'm so sorry. I did not cover your VGC thing today, but I added it to my bookmarks. I will for sure cover it tomorrow. Okay. I'm really behind on like what to react to and what to cover in. It's dude, there's so much. It's like there's always so much happening in PokeMMO. It's really, really crazy, man. I appreciate your patience on that, dude, and I'm excited. Cerulean, I can say it right now, Cerulean's been doing some really cool stuff behind the scenes, upcoming for VGC, giving VGC some love. There's a big grand championship coming up on the forums. Let's go to Kanto. I'm excited to look more into it when I have a sec. Oh, a little road. Where's that Rotom at? Yes, I appreciate it. I'm never trying to. I really, really do care about supporting Pokemon. Like there's so many things that happen in the community that people are just doing out of the fucking love of the game, you know. You doing the VGC thing, the guy who was hosting the weekly Safari catch events, Team Synergy making that custom encounter thing, and all their whole website. Like, I really do care about drawing attention. The Raid Den Discord, I really do care about drawing attention and love to these projects. But there's also so much usually happening that I have a hard time getting to everything. But that's always the yeah. Let me see. I'm not sure if I'm hunting a Pokemon. Let's see. Sorry, one sec. Hey Pat, love your videos. Thanks for the nice words, man. I really appreciate that. I try my best. I'm sure if I'm hunting for a mon that I want to breed for PvP later, is it better to use Q-Charm for female gender and synchronize for gender? Great question. If it's shiny hunting. Ooh, I love it here. It's been a while since I've answered this question, so I love this question. Someone said, question about shiny hunting. If I'm hunting for a mon that I want to breed for PvP later on, is it better to use Q-Charm for a female gender or synchronize for a chance at right nature? Generally, in my opinion, synchronize is the more expensive part of the breed, but it depends on the species. It really depends on the species. It's actually what it really comes down to, and also the shiny hunt. A good example is the Delibird shiny hunt. At the Delibird shiny hunt, I probably wouldn't use. It depends on what you want to. I guess how you want to build your Delibird. The Delibird shiny hunt is split half Delibird, half Jinx. And if you want to go physical Delibird, then you want Adamant Nature. If you want to go, but if you get Jinx, the fail, it's a special attacker. You're gonna want Modest. So if you're at a spot where like different Pokemon want different stats, another good example, the Dratini spot, right? Dratini and Magikarp both want Adamant or Jolly or Naive, some sort of like physical, you know, that. But Kingdra, the Horsey, wants special. So like if you're at a mixed spot, I just go Q-Charm personally to not risk because like if you get a Horsey and it comes at Adamant, you're gonna be so sad. In my opinion, I would be so sad, right? So I would go Q-Charm at those mixed spots. But if it's a 100% spawn like Maril or Stunfisk, what's like a good what's a good 100% Mienfoo or whatever, like Mienfoo I guess is a good one. Like I would go for Synchronize because I do think nature is the more expensive part of the breed, and Mienfoo is a good example. Let's say you want a shiny Mienfoo. Should you use Synchronize or Q-Charm? I would go Synchronize, just don't phase. Yeah, that's the genius advice. I would go Synchronize Mienfoo because let's say you get a male Mienfoo or Mienshao, which is like worse when you're getting a shiny on average, but not actually, because you can go then buy a female Mienfoo or Mienshao, and that's not that expensive as a breeder, right? It's better to have a female, but having that in my experience, having that nature is harder to get. Getting the right nature on a breed is more expensive or harder to get than just starting the breed from the bottom up or whatever. Now, if you want to eventually make that shiny 5x31, maybe you do just Q-Charm because you don't want to carry up the nature from like the first breed, right? If you just, there's a lot of caveats. If you just want like a 2x31 plus nature shiny breed, which is what I would probably do, I would Synchronize. If you want to go 5x31 eventually, maybe you do just Q-Charm. It really comes down to specific species, specific shunts, and just thinking through what you want. But it really is split. Different spots, I go Q-Charm. Different spots, I go Synchronize. It's a great question. Basically, Synchronize is more valuable if you can go it reasonably, is the TLDR, is what I would say personally. Great question. Love talking about that. I don't get to mention it that often. Oof. Okay, what'd I miss? Indra's timid. Fucking base, bro. There you go. Or you can just roll the nature, dude. Easy. You unlock the in-game encounter counter once you get the first Elite Four, I believe, done. Your first Elite Four. And then if you like closed it, you can go over to your Pokedex and click Encounter Tracker, and that'll bring it up. What if you just love gambling? Yeah, do whatever works for you. Yeah, so guys like 1 in 5, Chimmer's like 3 out of 5. But that's how good like getting the right nature is, in my opinion. I think that's, you know, there's not really like a objectively correct answer. Probably really just, you know, that's the beauty of it. To myself, good luck to you, Brazy. Hey, just fucking be loose. You know, it just depends on the job. Depends on the job. Problem is, my advice for job interviews may not be like when I'm doing a job interview or in the past, like I like to lean into like being loose comedy. I would say one of the job interviews I fucking nailed was when I was at a job interview for a camp counselor role, and I told a story about how once I was like once I was like a volunteer at a previous summer camp, and we made a very clear point to the kids, like, don't run into the, we're gonna play capture the flag next to this creek. Do not run into the creek, like, at all costs. Like, we don't want to have to explain to your parents that, like, why your shoes are wet, you know, blah blah blah. We made a huge point of, like, if you go by the creek, you won't get tagged. Just, like, don't fall in the creek, basically, right? And then about 5 minutes into the game, myself, I was like a, not a staff member, but I was like a leader in training or some shit. I was, you know, I was like a volunteer, like an older kid. I was like 14 years old or whatever. I immediately fucking sprinted into the creek and just fucking soaked my whole shit. And that was a story that that did, I think humiliable stories can sometimes do well, but that it depends on the problem. Is that's a terrible piece of advice if you like work a finance job or like a desk, like a stuffy, it just depends. That worked well because I was applying at like a fucking kids sports summer camp, like, you know, like that plays well, right? Having good personality, how much personality matters, I guess, for the job versus like doesn't work for everything. But that was a fun, you know, little meme. I love in-person interviews. I haven't done it. I haven't done it in a long time. So I'm fucking privileged, right? But like, I remember I used to love in-person interviews. They're stressful, but like, I fucking hate applying to jobs. Sucks dong. That shit is awful. Yes, I've been dude. I love Megabonk. It's like I still like I haven't gotten sick of it. Like Megabonk, I'm so glad adding new achievements. Megabonk is my go-to game off stream. Like if I'm not playing PokeMMO, it's usually Megabonk. I love the new achievements. I love the new update. There's a lot of stuff I have to work on now. That's the only, you know, it's a lot to do is the only thing. Alpha starters will never come back. That was at least Alpha Kanto starters. That's been confirmed. Are so hard. A lot of them are like real, like one of them is like 300,000 kills on a forest run. That's like a world record, not like world record, but like it's attempting, it's a world record attempt, you know. My personal best is 275k kills, and I felt pretty good about that, you know. To get 300, it's fucking, the game is really hard. Megabonk is an extremely hard game. My apologies. I've been fucking not having good runs. I feel like I think I've gotten worse or some shit at Megabonk. I've been not having good runs recently. What do I do? Oh fuck, G-Stroms. The honest answer is I don't fucking know, which is like the worst answer. It's like that must break your heart. I'm so sorry. Dude, I suck. I hated you can like maybe like relog or leave and come back. I hate the storylines. I hate that part of Sinnoh. I don't even know what to say. It's just so sad. Favorite character Megabonk? Ooh, I really like playing a bunch of them. I used to hate Fox. I've come around to Fox. It's just so strong. My favorite characters, I really like Calcium, of course. I really like Ogre. I like Ogre, Calcium, Mega Chad. What do I play a lot of? I like Bandit, but he's pretty weak. Let me go check I hate Vlad. I really don't like playing Vlad. Had to play him for a big achievement at some point. They're my favorite characters. I like Monkey a lot. I don't get a whole lot of chances to play Monkey. Like I really like Monkey. Monkey might be my favorite. His movement is so good from the get-go. Monkey might be my favorite. I really like Monkey. But I try to play, you know, you just go through like waves of playing a little bit of everything. Is it Clank? Oh, so Clank is underrated. Clank is like solid. Calcium does have so much fucking aura. Oh, that's Jesus, Miro. That's a brutal stat. That's a brutal stat, man. Ninja for the win. I hate Ninja. He was busted recently in that evasion meta. I think the evasion meta got nerfed, thankfully. He was fun. Yeah, Clank is underrated. What's up, Oso, by the way? Apologies. I would for sure do Megabonk streams and like stream the achievement hunts. Like Megabonk is a really fucking good game. It's my favorite game of 2025 by far, and I keep playing it. I keep going up in the ranks. Like Megabonk is a really good game. It's not just 3D Vampire Survivors. It is a really in-depth game. It's really good. I really do. Right. It's, keep in mind, it's really hard. Like Megabonk is a very, very hard game. Is the biggest, you know, I guess problem. I have like 300 hours in it now. I've played it like a ton, obviously, but like it's pretty new. I played like a fair bit. Not in game, unfortunately, Phantom. I used to. So there's two things. Oh, nice shiny chuckle bell spot from Team Uxie. Nice fucking flex, dude. I used to add. There's two things. I used to add everybody who asked on my main, because I was like, why not? You know, my friends list became. I always say my friends list became full in PokeMMO when I was at 600 YouTube subscribers. It's been. I've never forget that. It's been a while since. So like, on my friends list, my main account was super full. And then on my Iron Man account, I made it a rule on my Iron Man account to not add anybody except for my wife. That's the Iron Man rule. I'm honored you would want to add me. I really appreciate it, but... Big wife guy? I know. Cringe. Big wife guy, by the way. Hey, this guy's married. Did you guys know that? Ah. What an idiot. Loser, married, loser. Okay, that's kind of funny. That makes sense. I appreciate it. Based. He fell for it. The trap of marriage. Hey, I love being married, okay? It might surprise you. It's a good meme. Shut up, Mary. What is this? What is this new, dude? You know what? We kind of needed this level of Zoomer energy in my stream, to be fair. Ending streaming, married twin, question mark. Huh? I need you people like you keep me young, okay? Oh, the apple without twin with twin. My wife was trying to explain this meme to me the other day, and she was like, okay, this is a great, it's not that good of a story. Me and my wife took a little THC syrup, and then we're walking to get pho. Okay, one of my new favorite things in the world is getting high with my wife and then walking in snow to get a big hot bowl of Vietnamese pho. It's become one of my favorite things in the world, okay? It's actually so fun. But we got high. We were walking to get pho. Please use something responsibly. We're walking to pho, and fucking she starts explaining, like, have you seen the twin emoji? It's like the apple with the baby face. And I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? And I was like, do you mean like annoying orange? And she was like, no, not like annoying orange. It's like an apple with a baby face. And now I actually understand exactly what she was. She meant this emote. Now I fully understand. What's up, Mewtwo? Perfect time for a raid. What's up? Shout out Mewtwo, Poggies. Thank you for the raid, gamer. What's up? What's up? Twin. It's the emote is so good. My wife, yeah, true. I should be doing that more. Everybody, we all just get married so we can do the Borat. Like my wife. Don't eat the yellow snow. You think I'm the creator of the yellow snow, bro? I'm out there fucking pissing. Okay, what do you mean don't eat the yellow snow? I'm the one making it. It's not the local dogs, okay? It's me. Coming home from pho. Going apple. It's pretty close. It's pretty close, fellow VO. My age is showing. Dude, I used to spend way too many hours watching annoying. I based my personality around every single super annoying like male character. Any annoying little boy character, my entire personality. Billy from Billy and Mandy, Chowder, any Cartoon Network show where it was some annoying little fuckwad. I was like, that's what I want to be. It was my brain, like annoying orange. I fucking ate up all of that shit. I loved all of that shit. I was obsessed with every dumb little annoying boy was my personality role model. Fred. It's fun. Okay. Fred will be looked back at as historians, and historians will just go, what the fuck, dude? But like, Fred was, I don't think that Fred could have existed in any other microcosm. I genuinely, like, Fred was popular from when you are 11 3/4 until you are 12 1/2, and then it's immediately unfunny. Like, Fred had the craziest, shortest lifespan, and somehow it got like 3 movies. I don't, like, it makes no sense. Fred was literally funny for like 0.75 years during your like specifically your like preteen years. You're like dying laughing at Fred, and then you like become 12 years old and you're like, what the fuck am I doing with my life? I need to go watch Annoying Orange instead, like a man, or fuck, you know, or like Epic Rap Battles of History, you know. Gotta grow up a little bit, you know. I hate all the annoying cameras back then, all the right things. Yeah, I fucking loved it, dude. Checks out, yeah. This is my hipster, my cringe hipster gene really was born into me. I used to hate, and I hated ASDF films. I remember when dude, imagine a little pretentious Patrouski. All of his friends are like, bro, or Charlie the Unicorn, bro. All my friends, yo, did you see the new Charlie the Unicorn? I was like, I don't watch that stuff. I watch Annoying Orange. Come on, guys, we're a little more highbrow around here. You know. Charlie, what's it called? Charlie the Unicorn. Fucking ASDF films. Come on, guys. I'm watching Minecraft Let's Plays. Get on my level. Come on, grow up a little bit, guys. We're in 6th grade now. Come on, guys. We have to walk to our own classes between the bell ringing. Come on, guys. Let's grow up a little bit, right? Yeah, I'm watching Happy Tree Friends on my iPod Nano. Come on, guys. Let's be a little, you know, let's act our age, right? This is a good, there's a bit there, man. There is a pretentious 6th grader. There's a stand-up bit. There's a fucking, I was watching Bayesian. Guys, come over to my place tonight. We're watching, was it ASF? Bayesian Canadian, Jerome. Who remembers, who here is the actual OG? Who remembers Hippo? The pack, bro. We're watching Bayesian Canadian and the fucking Minecraft boys playing Minecraft Hunger Games. We're watching Jerome ASF's shotgun montages on Call of Duty. Like, dude. Holy man. I mean, you thought I'm like bringing back too many. We're watching White Boy 7th Street play gun game on Black Ops 1. Get on the couch, come over. Holy, dude. Holy. We're gonna watch who played like I wasn't a big zombies guy, but who played zombies? Bro, he's giving me flashbacks. It's a vibe, dude. We're just saying like 2008 trigger words. Leroy Jenkins, Charlie Unicorn, Charlie by my finger, Fred. It was, dude, I literally rated, I don't know if people, I rated Jerome ASF like within the past few months. Like that guy still streams. Who was like a friend of like Bayesian. I love Bayesian Canadian and that whole, yeah, that like, that crew or whatever. Yeah, anybody, the fucking rotation, bro. Playing, dude, yeah. I sucked at zombies. My friends being like, yo, we need a 4th for zombies, and me being like, I'm so bad, like, please don't make me play with you, and them being like, no, it's okay, dude, we love you so much, like, come play, and then them having to revive me like 7 times on Moon. To be fair, Moon was so hard, dude. All my friends were like fucking insanely good at zombies. They were like fucking trying to do like the fucking achievement, or like they were trying to do the Easter egg on Moon, and my dumbass is like, I just want to go fucking play like MW2 multiplayer, bro. I want to fucking use the Spaz 12. I suck dick at zombies. Like my friends were so nice. They never insulted me. Looking back, my friends were so kind when I played zombies. I was not good. I was clearly the weakest link. Wait, does Oso know the forbidden lore? How do you know How do you know that Derice on Black Ops 1 specifically, the World at War Zombies map on the COD Black Ops 1 engine is the best zombies experience? Because I'm a knower. You fucking, were you with me? Were you fucking on the catwalk, camping that shit with an LMG alongside me? You would do the catwalk, and then like if the catwalk would get overwhelmed, like the metal cat, you know what I'm talking about, the metal catwalk, the catwalk would get over, you could jump out the window and start training and like reset. I fucking loved. I'm getting hyped up, bro. The mystery box to the catwalk, yeah. But dude, I'm fucking. You have like the fucking like RPD 400 or whatever. The RPD, was it just called the RPD? I'm getting fucking hyped up, bro. What the hell? You guys are getting me worked up today, man. Oof. You go, go prone. Yup, Cody. Holy dude. Zombie stream when? I was so bad at zombies. I was not good at, same thing. I was not good at zombies. I was not good at Spec Ops. I did enjoy, I was never that good. I really did enjoy the most slept on. I should do a retro Pat YouTube video on this. The most slept on Call of Duty game mode of all time was Modern Warfare 3's Survival. The fucking wave-based tower defense type shit. Dude. Survival was fucking goated. I love MW3 was also my favorite Call of Duty, so like I'm biased. MW3 was my favorite call, which is like, you know, I was there for the prime of MW2, there for the prime of Black Ops 1, and they were great, they were amazing. Don't get me wrong, but I loved MW3, man. Wager matches. I like the MW3, you could do like 1v1s and 2v2s and 3v3s on those little weird maps. I loved, who watched Straight Up Knives? Who else? Was it like Only Use Me Blades? I played so much All or Nothing on MW3, and there was like a community of people. There was like a community of people who would play that game mode without firing their pistol, and I was one of those fucking. Once again, the hipster pretentiousness really stemmed from a young age. You know, I had to be different and unique. You know, the quirk chungus in me, right, per se. I was like, you have to, don't shoot your gun, like it's better, you know, like dude, I fucking loved All or Nothing. Survival was great. In the back, that yes, dude. I definitely. We all went through our, let's be honest, we all went through our trolling arc. Let's just admit it. Playing gun game only to go around knifing people to reset them. People would get so fucking mad. Holy shit, it was really funny to me. Now I look back and I'm like, that was so mean. Also, dude, I would even go further. I would, on MW3, I would queue into hardcore lobbies, which if you don't know, hardcore lobbies, you can, number one, team kill. And then number two, if you team kill 3 times, you can get kicked from the game. So, but a lot of people didn't know that. What I would do, I would go into hardcore lobbies, like search into, this is so mean. I was like 12 years old, trying to get attention. Okay, I'll say it, man. I would go into hardcore lobbies and I would purposefully run into the sight lines of my teammates and get them kicked. And I would do that 3 times, and they would get so mad that I would get. There was, dude, it must have been like 38-year-old divorced dads being like, dude, I just got off my fucking shift. Like, get the fuck out of my way. I'm trying to play like Call of Duty in the way that I enjoy. And my little dumbass, oh my, it must have been so fucking annoying. Oh, I looked back and I feel so bad. It was so, I must have been so fucking annoying, dude. Oh my goodness. But it's you know what, growing pains, you know, you live and you learn. It was a good meme. It's a boring, it comes down to math. It comes down to how many gyms you do in the hour. I think nowadays a lot of people use coins. I think Rich's charms have kind of fallen off. It's top too funny as a kid. It shouldn't be as funny as it is, because like the joke is you're just upsetting people. Like it's not fun, but like, you know, like making people mad can make you funny if you're like 12 to 16. And once you become like, you know, 18, 19, you're like, okay, well maybe, you know, it's not a, you know, that was the OG rage baiting. Yes. Holy shit. I'll never forget, bro, when there was a time where I got fucking DDoSed by someone in my COD. Like, people always threaten it. It's always like, there were so many fake threats and blah, blah, blah. My little ass was such a degenerate troll that when someone DDoSed me in a COD lobby, I was proud. I was like, I made someone so mad. I was literally like 14 years old, maybe 12, like 12. Keep in mind, like, I was a degenerate little kid. I was so proud that I made someone so mad they resorted to DDoSing me. I like went and told my mom, and she was like, "Why is the internet off, sweetie?" And I was like, "Cause I'm being a nuisance to people on the internet." Like, I was a fucking gremlin, dude. I was so annoying. Holy shit. I was so annoying, man. Kind of impressive. No, it's a good bit. I did see the new Terraria update. I did play for about, an hour. And that's, I gotta get sucked into it, I beat Skeletron last night, not to brag. I feel like it's one of two things. Either I was just really dog shit as a kid playing Terraria, or they made Skeletron and Eye of Cthulhu and the Eater of... Did they make all the bosses, like, all the, way easier? Like, because I remember beating the Eye of Cthulhu back in, like, maybe it was just I was really bad. I played Terraria back in 2011. It was probably a combo, I guess. It feels like the HP pool and, like, the movement and, like, it feels way easier. But it might just be because I was just a child playing a video game and I was really bad. But I remember beating Eye of Cthulhu back in 2011 was so hard. Like, it was so hard, man. The boss easier. Like, back in 2011, I remember using the fucking buying shurikens from the general store was like one of the best ways to beat the Eye of Cthulhu. Like, I bought like 400 shurikens and I would build a platform, and like it took forever, you couldn't die because it was so hard, man. It was so hard. But I feel like now I got the like space armor from like the meteorites landed. So I got the meteorite stuff. I got like a space gun. I have the full set to where the space gun it takes 0 energy or whatever, 0 mana. And that was that. I literally beat Skeletron. I beat Skeletron and I was like, what the fuck? This was so easy. And like, Skeletron was like the final, like back in the early days of Terraria, it was like Eye of Cthulhu, Eater of Worlds, and then Skeletron was like, if you were really good, Skeletron was the really tough one. And I couldn't beat Skeletron for years, That shit was fucking hard. Train Dreams. No, I have not. Train Dreams. Oh, I've heard of this. I know it won some awards, right? I have not seen it. I'm gonna add it to my watch list. Thank you for the heads up. Heard good things. Heard good things. Add to my watch list. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, Wall of Flesh did not exist back then. I've only beaten Wall of Flesh like one time. I've entered hard mode in Terraria because hard mode didn't exist for a lot of my playtime, right? I've entered hard mode one time, and I tried to do the mechanical bosses were so much, I couldn't do shit. They were so much harder. It was insane. And I went to hard mode, could never beat a mechanical boss, and kind of just was like, okay, guess I'm stuck, Does it actually? I know that Minecraft has that. Wait, does Terraria actually have? I would like for sure go back and play old Terraria. I respect those a ton who are into like modded Terraria, modded Minecraft, modded Skyrim. It's never been. I'm a vanilla guy. I don't know. I really like. I love vanilla Minecraft. I love vanilla Skyrim, which is kind of a hot. People love. I don't know. I really like the and exploring like every little nook and cranny. I've played modded Skyrim. I've done it. I've played and I just prefer. I always go back to vanilla. Like I'm not like I haven't not tried them. Yeah. That is okay. That is kind of fun. PokeMMO is Pokemon modded. You're kind of okay, kind of a fair, but like yes and no. It's almost like it's just own. It feels like its own different game, But I get that. My Skyrim looks like the Elder Scrolls 7. I respect it, dude. Maybe I'm just okay. I am just Unkin Boomer. Skyrim to me still looks gorgeous. Like I still think like the visuals hold up, but it might be because I don't play that many new games. And like the new like enhanced, like the special edition, like the new whatever, to be fair. But like Skyrim fucking looks, the sky box in Skyrim is like still the most beautiful sky. Like I think I still feel like Skyrim looks gorgeous, but I just don't play a whole lot of new games, so maybe I'm wrong. Oh, we have 2 minutes. We could go like a rich trainer in Unova really quick. Not a bad run today. Def holds up. Yeah, and it's like not, I don't know, it's like this, it's not trying to be hyper realistic, but it's also not like the graphical style of Skyrim is very unique. Halo Skybox, that, okay, fair point. I'm not a huge Halo guy, no disrespect. I never got into it. I never really cared about, I wish I did. I wish I, you know, I never really cared about the Halo story enough. I played so much Halo 1. So much Halo 1. Halo 1 is probably the game that I've played the most in terms of co-op, like couch co-op. Played so much Halo 1 couch co-op. Kenshi is on my wish list on Steam. I've heard good things. It looks really interesting. I really respect, like, I almost wish PokeMMO had an offline client for things like that, Phantom. The problem is we'll never get, like, you know, you'll never get in-game like mods the same way Skyrim or Terraria get for an online game, for fairness, obviously, and for, like, you know, stability, all this, right? A lot of reasons, I guess. But I almost like the idea of, like, PokeMMO having some sort of, like, offline downloadable client so you can, like, fuck around and test things if you want to with stuff like that. I do need to play some Souls games. I always say I've tried. I put an hour and a half. I always say I haven't played Souls games. I'm not even like, I've barely touched them, right? I played an hour and a half of Dark Souls 1 and I beat the first boss and I enjoyed that. That was the most enjoyable experience I've had. And then I played about, I want to say 1 to 3 hours of Elden Ring. But I haven't touched them. Like this amount of time, I know nothing about them. I know fucking nothing. I really didn't enjoy Elden Ring. It's really tough. Prosthetic is too funny. Sadly, that mod might be gone. Let me go check. The wide duck ass. It's an emote in Twitch chat. Damn. I gotta reinstall it. That's a sad. I gotta reinstall that. I had to uninstall all my mods recently for the update because it broke my game. So I had to uninstall everything. Alrighty, fellas, there's our gym rerun coming to an end. Up to 1.3 million Pokeyen. The stack is growing healthily. Our Absol's level 88, which will make it ready for raids. And this marks all of our Lunar New Year event raid Pokemon done, which is a fantastic feeling. Now, it is time to go shiny hunt or do other things in the game. I just want to hop over to the main account and try some money-making testing, but that's, you know, regardless of this video. Let's go ahead. I want to go shiny hunts over in Dragon's Den, Dratini spots. I think switching it up a little bit from Jigglypuff should be a little bit of fun. I think changing locations when shunning is super important. So let's go over to Johto. Yeah, I'm going to Dratini, boys. I'm going to Dratini today. Panel 2. Okay, I'm on the way. I'll probably, do I want a cute charm for this hunt? I don't know if I have. The problem, I don't know if I have a what's it called? A male Q charmer. Thank you for the prediction. Thank you. Has ability cute charm. I don't know if I have a high level male or even any. I don't have a male Q charmer, so I just can't. That's fine. Doesn't really matter that much. I don't want to synchronize for the reasons I mentioned earlier. All right, I'll just go Breloom lead, or I could go. Ooh, I could do a lead. I could do an intimidate lead. This is so niche and only matters if you're an Iron Man account. I'll tell you why in 1 sec. We'll do this, sure. All right, I actually have a pretty niche, interesting lead Pokemon for my Dratini shunt that I'm excited to target as an Iron Man like only thing. I'm actually going to lead with an Intimidate Pokemon to do the Dratini shunt. The reason why is that it's going to help me repel some of the wild encounters that I get on the way back to the cave whenever I leave back, because I don't use Lepa berries at this spot. As an Iron Man account, you want to save those whenever possible. So I'm going to leave back and forth and do things like this, right? And then, because I don't have a high level male cute charm. I would cute charm, but I don't have a high level male cute charm. To be fair, that is going to add time. I think what the best strat would be to lead and intimidate Pokemon to get to the cave, and then once you get to the cave, switch to like your lead mon is like honestly worth it on an Iron Man account. Now I don't have a cute charm Pokemon that's high enough level and male, so I need to get that. That's why I'm doing for that Jigglypuff shunt. And then I don't like synchronizing this hunt because there is Horsey. So there's 2 physical attackers in Magikarp and Dratini, and then Horsey is special. So I don't want to like have an Adamant synchronize and then fail on a Horsey and then have an Adamant Horsey. So that's why I'm Intimidate lead into Breloom switch here. It should be an interesting little Iron Man experience. Give me 1 second. I'm confident in treatment honestly when you're up and down because we did the best patrol. What the fuck? This is, you guys are so sweet. I just, you guys are so fucking kind. What the hell? The reality, I would say, like, I don't, the reality is I'm really, really bad at hiding my emotions. I'm really, really bad at, like, if I'm bummed out, you guys know. If I'm angry, you guys know. Like, which does create this, like, real sense. The positive is it creates this real sense of honesty and this, like, real sense of, like, people always, like, one of the compliments I get is, like, oh, you're so genuine. And I'm like, number 1, thank you. Number 2, I'm not doing anything to be genuine. I just don't know how to, like, hide. I'm a terrible, I can't lie. I'm really bad at masking, you know. It's very like I can't hide anything. I'm a very, very honest person, right? Not trying to like glaze. It's more of like I don't know how, like, it's I don't mean to, like, you know, oh, I'm so honest, like, no, I'm not trying to be. I literally just can't not be, which sounds so anyways, but tippy, but fucking unironically, like, that's, yeah. And there's positives and negatives to that. But I appreciate, like, I'm lucky to, honest Abe, yeah, I don't mean to be, yeah, I'm lucky to gather a community who appreciate that and like that. Like, that's not everybody's going to, and I always encourage, if you don't like that, if that's not your vibe, I totally get it. Not everybody needs to like me. Just don't watch my content. Please don't leave mean comments. That hurts my feelings. I'm a person. I'm a guy, you know. Just don't watch my content. Like, that's the best way to handle it. There's tons of other amazing Pokemon content creators who deserve your views and your love, you know. So I'm really lucky and I'm really honored to have developed a community of people who tolerate me. It's the, you know, like, the real, that's, you know, I'm just fucking happy to be here. You can dig out of the cave and go, but you still need to go back through the water to get back to the cave. But yes, it was so much easier to watch. True. I mean, that's, yeah. So a big thing that content creators do have a problem with is something called audience capture, which is where, and you notice I don't do audience capture at all, probably to a fault, right? Audience capture is when your opinions and your opinions and stuff start to echo and start to mirror what your audience says. And because, like, if you do that, it gets you more views, it makes you more money. Like, why would you ever disagree with your audience, right? But if you've watched my content, you fucking know I've had so many disagreements with my community. I've had you know, whether it be about PokeMMO, whether it be about food or movies, which, you know, but like, I've had so many opinions where I've respectfully disagreed with the PokeMMO community at large. And some people view that as, oh, Patrouski hates the PokeMMO community, blah, blah, blah. Like, no, I'm just trying to share my real opinion, my honest thoughts, while also doing what I think is best for the community and also letting you guys have your own, you know. I don't want anybody to not be able to share their opinion as long as it's respectful. That is the most important thing. You know, you have to present. The moment you start being rude or mean and presenting your opinion, the meaning is lost and people won't listen as much. You know, it hurts your own goals. Yeah, true, Viz. Anyways, what was I yapping about? Dude, I much love to you, Dread. Yeah. Shiny charms. Iron Men are not allowed to join other shiny charms, in my opinion, in my rule set. I do, in my opinion. So this is a good question. This is a good question that we've kind of actually developed our opinion on a little bit over time. Someone said, I have a question. Are Iron Man players allowed to join other people's shiny charms? In my opinion, no. That is a huge no-no, because you have to factor in, once again, like the way to like abuse these rules. The problem is if Iron Man are allowed to join other people's shiny charms, what they could do is have their main account pop shiny charms non-stop and then have their Iron Man in a link with them, and that is an unfair advantage. The whole point of Iron Man is to put everybody on the same playing field and to have nobody can credit card swipe, nobody can like have this crazy unfair advantage, right? That's the beauty of the it's an even playing ground, right? That's the beauty of the Iron Man account. However, the new development and like rule stipulation that I would, in my opinion, like kind of give leeway for, I think it's fine if other Iron Men want to join other Iron Men links. That's so limited that I think it's fine. Like if an Iron Man's popping an XP charm that they got for, they're like, hey, other Iron Men want to come join, you know, or they want to invite other Iron Men can of course invite non-Iron Men to their links. That's also totally fine. That makes no difference to, it doesn't help them, right? If an Iron Man wants to spend their hard-earned RP from like catch events and PvP events on shiny charms, right? Why not invite other? I think it's fine. I think that's fine. Obviously, it's like a very, very small unfair advantage to those who are in the link in that. But like that's, in my opinion, I think it's totally fine. I think it's so limited at that point. The main problem, the main fear that I have with charm links is abusing like a main account. Like imagine like even like Rich's charms or an alt account. Imagine if someone had an alt account where they like would always invite their Iron Man to a Rich's charm link and then like log that account out whenever the Iron Man wasn't, like you could abuse it in too many ways, in my opinion. So that's the biggest concern. But if it's just other Iron Men sharing with other Iron Men, I don't see any abuse there. Go for it, you know. An Iron Man, yeah, that's kind of general. But there is a certain like yes and no. Kush, there's a line to it, right? Like some people are like, oh, if you don't raid only with Iron Man, you're not a real Iron Man. And I'm like, that's not how any other self-sufficient accounts for any game works. Like, and in old school RuneScape and every other game, you can raid with other Iron Man accounts. You know, I think that's fun. The hard part is developing the accounts and getting there as an Iron Man account. And the hard part is like being on the same playing field as a main account as an Iron Man, right? Does that make sense? That's the hard part. You shouldn't also kneecap yourself where it's like, I have to wait and make sure like out of the 150 Iron Men who are like in the game in total, like I have to wait for them to be online. I have to hope that they're all doing the raids. I have to beg some of them to like repeat raids so I can get to Shaman. Like that, only Iron Man raids would be, in my opinion, unnecessarily complicated and not, yeah, that's my thoughts. But yeah, I would love, yeah, an official Iron Man mode one day. 4 Iron Man alt accounts. Yeah, okay, god damn it. 4 Iron Man alts to farm charms to then link each other. Okay, now you're literally finding a way to abuse. No, don't do it. Don't do it. Shut up, Tom. That is the most Patrouski. The most Patrouski thing is to be like, hey guys, look at this cool thing you can do. I'm gonna try to, you know, do this from now on. Immediately stops doing it. Muscle memory, I'm a really big muscle memory guy. I really do have to like practice and practice and practice and build muscle memory for anything to stick. I talked about this, you know, when I talked about learning how to make steaks. I needed to, you know, I have to like do something over and over and over again. Good luck to you, part. Still starting over. True. How many encounters? Not the PRNG bit. How many encounters are you in, Park? Come see with us. Yeah, the problem is I have to keep going back and forth. That's really, I'm really honored to hear that, Viz. I really do. You know, I don't know. You know, I try my best. I make mistakes. I'm not, you know. I'll be the first to say sometimes I'm too harsh or not nice enough to new players. I'll be the first. Like, it happens, right? And I don't like that. I want to always, you know, I want to get better at that. Sometimes, like, you know, just go Google it instead, which is not the nice, you know, not the nicest way to handle that sometimes. 67 Lepas. I appreciate it. That's very fucking nice. Dude, hell hell yeah. That's like, I love hearing PokeMMO players having positive new player experiences, because it doesn't always happen. I do think the PokeMMO community is like pretty nice on average to newer players. I always say it's like there is a real like horseshoe theory to PokeMMO players, where like new players, brand new players in PokeMMO are like, hell yeah, new players poggies. 2-year veterans are like, ugh, new players annoy me, they ask too many questions, they are so dumb, you know, ugh, new players, gross. Then 4-year veterans, or like people who play for longer, are like, poggies, I love new players, they keep the game alive, it's so inspiring to see people be interested in the game the same way that I was so interested a few years. I think you really like, and this is true in almost every like hobby. I remember talking to like my 55-year-old friend or some shit, and he was like, yeah, like my wife is getting into pickleball, and these guys she calls like pickleball jocks, who always show up and are like so annoying and like really mean to the old ladies who are just trying to get into pickleball, which, you know, it happens in every community. Like the 2-year ego is what I call it. Like, and it's something that like we all fall victim to as humans. How many of you, either you've done this or you know someone who has gotten into wine or gotten into whiskey, or I love movies, right? There are certain hobbies that instantly turn people pretentious. I don't know why. It's very human. And as someone who loves movies and has tried to get into movies over the past year or so, I am desperately fighting the like, I don't want to be called a cinephile. I don't want to be in that scene. As soon as I start only watching 50s Japanese black and white samurai films, please check them. Obviously there's a lot of good ones, but like, please, if I'm like, oh yeah, like the West movies just aren't as good as you know, like you got to check my shit, chat. Like I really don't want to become, and it happens. Like there's something about knowing, it's like the Dunning-Kruger thing, where like knowing enough information but not enough to check yourself is like, it happens in like every community, every hobby, every passion, every interest to ever exist has that like 2-year ego that we all can fall victim to, that we have to like actively know about and fight against. Thank you, Aslandario. I'm so sorry if I put what's up, Jesse? Aslandario for 5 months of primes. Much love to you, dude. Thank you for watching. What's up? Samurai Champloo is a classic. I've watched a lot of anime, but I haven't watched much over the past like few years. I've watched Samurai Champloo probably 3 or 4 times. That is like Samurai Champloo is a vibe. It's a vibe anime. Yeah, I love it. One of my favorite. Actually, I'll do you one better. One sec. There is actually a Samurai Champloo, PlayStation 2 game called Samurai Champloo Sidetracked. I actually owned this game growing up, and then I think my mom saw me play it. I don't know where I got this from. My mom saw me play it, saw how much blood was in it, and I think she took it away without telling me, and I never realized until I was older, and I was like, wait a minute, where'd that game go? You ever have those, you know? I fucking love this game. I love this game so much. It's fucking sick. I love it so much that I actually have it in both Japanese, and the Japanese copy is much cheaper. And I think I bought this one. It was shipping to my house, and then I got a really good deal on this one on eBay. So this game is really, really interesting. It's not that good of a game. It's kind of monotonous, but this game is so fucking cool because it's a rhythm-based fighting game. It like there's a boombox at the top of the screen, and it plays like certain tracks, and you can change the tracks, like the song that's playing. And then if you do the right combos along to the track, which the combo changes depending on what song you're listening to, you like do more damage and like get off a combo. It's a really unique, like, it's not the best game. but it's incredibly unique and incredibly innovative in my opinion. The best retro game of all time, we all know, is SSX Tricky. This is the best retro game of all time. It is fucking amazing. There's never been anything like it. The engine just feels unique. The characters, like this is it, man. The best retro game of all time. I love SSX Tricky. Anyways, I love that everyone people actually finally agree with my opinions on something. Poggies. Dude, thanks for watching. I like your I was gonna say, ooh, I'm a little Rocket Panda. Your profile picture is a Hearthstone card, the 3/5 with taunt. That is a little concerning to me as someone who hates Hearthstone very much, but and also has played Hearthstone for like 2,000 hours. It's an honor to have you. What's up, man? Is it still relevant now? It depends. The honest answer to that is it depends. Sometimes money-making methods from 8 months ago, it just depends on how the market's changed, right? Sometimes money-making methods from 8 months ago might be better than they were then because of certain, sometimes they're like totally unviable because catching for profit has fallen by the wayside. So it just, the boring answer is you have to just kind of go manually check the market. I can try to give you a Tazdingo. Fuck. I can... Okay, that's pretty good, to be fair. I can try, if you like tell me what the method is, I can try to give you an answer, but I may not know the best because I have been playing my Iron Man account, so I have not been as involved and as on top of the money making method method scene and like the market for main accounts. I don't check the GTL as much on an Iron Man account, Tazdingo. I used to play a lot of Hearthstone, sadly. Hearthstone's, I always say, I'm gonna cut the discussion short. Hearthstone is a really fun casual card game, but it makes me sick to my stomach that it was taken competitively and as someone who played through Yogg meta, as someone who fucking played Hearthstone tournaments, as someone who like took a lot, I loved playing arena and going infinite. I hate that Hearthstone said, the worst element of card games that card games just have to like grin and bear, the RNG, all the RNG through all the top decks and card draws, mana screwing, the worst part of all card games. What if we just leaned into that and like added discover as, let's add a card that casts random spells with random targets for how many random times spells were cast this game. Also, let's make that card the meta defining card. That sounds like fun. No, dude, I feel bad because like there's only two video games that I hate in this world. Number one is League of Legends, my most hated game of all time. I stay away, stay sober, do not be lured back into the deep dark abyss. Okay. Number two is Hearthstone, and I like Hearthstone's not nearly as bad as League, to be fair, but I do have, and it's like for both of those games, if you like those games, if you load up a game of League of Legends and then you log off and you go, I had a lot of fun today, I'm really glad I loaded up League, right? You have my blessing to play League. Dude, like that's the problem is I've almost never met a League player who does that. Every League player loads up and then they alt F4. What the fuck did I play League today? My mood is fucked. God damn it. My teammates, like it's pretty rare. It's pretty rare you run into a League player who is like, I'm really glad I played League of Legends today. That really that really added to my day, Hearthstone 2. Yeah, not to like, once again, part of me loves Hearthstone. Part of me Hearthstone has the best vibes of like almost any game, of any like card game for sure. The tavern, the animations, the sound effects, cinema. The sound effects and the vibes of Hearthstone are fucking cinema, unironically. Oof. Being forced, I don't know, man. I'm not sure. I haven't really thought about it too much. Don't play League, guys. Be strong. Be strong. I believe in you. Huge Rayman enjoyer. I've wanted to play the original Rayman on PS1 forever. I know it's a really hard game. I'll get to it. I don't own a copy. I'll get to it one day. I saw the internet forums. Yes, I do have if you're looking for a raid prep guide. I do have a raid prep. I have a Lunar New Year PokeMMO. Yes, I do have a raid prep guide for Lunar New Year as well as a general prep guide. I have started my Lunar New Year event preparations. If you have not seen those videos, check them out if they're helpful to you. If not, I understand. Here is the general preparation guide. Are legendary lures worth it? No. If you Google "are legendary lures worth it Pokemon," I have a video calculating the exact math if you're interested, but the short answer is no. There is the general prep guide. There is the raid prep guide. Thanks for everybody hanging out today, by the way. Chat makes the stream in a lot of ways, man. Thank you guys. I actually enjoy League. If you enjoy League, you don't need to be sad. That's hell yeah. That, like, you know, I really enjoy people to, you know, if League makes your life better, then I love League of Legends for you. I hate it for me. League makes my life worse because I become an insufferable person on League. I cannot play League. League does not make me a bad person. I become a bad person on League. You know, it's an important difference of self-accountability. Dude, I will nuke friendships. You do not want to play League with me. People, oh, I want to play League with you. No, it's not a joke. It's not funny. You do not want to play League with me. I would flame my own wife. Like I'm a fucking problem on League. It's not good. It's not good. I'm on Valorant. I'm sober on League of Legends. That's what I love the Croc music. It's one of the best PS1. It was underrated PS1 soundtracks for sure. That was my box sorting music for whenever I sorted boxes on the main account, I'd always play Croc music. And chat knew it meant that I was box sorting. I haven't done that in a while. I usually box sort off stream now, but it was a fun meme. Tinder, oh my god. How many how many subs for you to play a fun ARAN game with Eboja? I can't. I'm honored that you would even offer that. It's literally like being like, hey man, how many subs for you to shoot some heroin back up after being 5 years sober? I'm not gonna ruin my life. I can't play a single ARAM. I can't do it. It will spiral me, you know? I say that, okay, League of Legends is an engine that turns genuine passion into hatred and rage. I genuinely feel like if you made Gandhi play League of Legends, he would be typing every slur in the book in 3 games. I think there is something about if you care, if you are a passionate person and you really care about things, League of Legends will fucking be the end of you. It will drive you to insanity, to the brink. In Minecraft, my chat would never discuss any actual, drug usage. It is all in Minecraft. It is in a Minecraft mod, guys. It is all theoretical. Thank you, Twitch and YouTube. Don't demonetize me. Thank you. Starve his teammates. He would not make them starve. He would not feed them. Fuck. I played Dota, man. I read it. So I'll queue up. I think I did this the other day. I'll queue up a Dota bot game every now and again, or a Dota turbo game. Dota does not do what League does to me. I don't know, because maybe when I play League, I'm like, this game is so fucking simple. How are these actual animals on my team not comprehending what's going on? But when I play Dota, I'm like, this game is so hard. I get it. Dota is so much more complicated. Dota input lag. Do you know why that is? XClab. And I even agree with you to some extent. I also the movement in League does feel cleaner. The reason why, and it's a skill based thing, but it's not. That doesn't mean it's for the better, right? Dota has turn delay. So in Dota, in League of Legends, if you click to your right and then click to your left, your character doesn't turn. They instantly face the other way. But in Dota, if you click to the right and click to the left, your character will realistically turn around, and it takes longer. So you can't kite as well kite as powerfully in Dota. It makes kiting a little bit less powerful, I would say. But I'm no Dota expert. I'm very, very bad actually. But it's fun. It's a neat game. The mechanics of Dota are very, very interesting to me. Did you see that they just added a Guitar Hero character to Dota? No fucking shot I'm playing that shit, but I also find the Dota characters, I hardcore prefer the Dota heroes versus the League of Legends characters. There's not a League character that I like 100% relate to, right? Or like connect with or whatever. But in fucking Dota, I love fucking Tidehunter is fucking awesome. Tidehunter is a great character. I love Tidehunter, Viper, Pudge is fun. What else? Lone Druid. I love Lone Druid. Lone Druid and like Tidehunter, probably some of my 2 favorite characters. Lone Druid's a really fucking cool character. There's a lot of cool shit, man. The drag is, I respect it. I love the, hey, Boomba. Ogre Magi. Now emotionally yes, but I don't really play a whole lot of Ogre Magi. I'm so sorry. How do I counter? No, totally good. So it's changed a lot. So the encounter counter, there's actually an in-game official encounter counter now. So I wouldn't even recommend downloading one. That's pretty that changed like very recently over the past few months or so. I would not recommend downloading an encounter counter. Instead, what you want to do is you want to get your first Elite 4 done. Once you get your first Elite 4 done, that unlocks the in-game encounter counter. And the in-game encounter counter is it'll never like fuck up for the most part. Like it'll count. It's so much nicer. You don't have to remember to open it. If you have your first Elite 4 done and you don't have it on your screen, you can go over to your Pokedex and click Encounter Tracker, and that will open it up. So I would just focus on beating your first Elite 4, and then you'll have the in-game encounter counter. If you want to install one, I mean, you can, but you have to like right-click. I think you right-click and you send the like encounter counter application. The encounter counter mod is a different mod from all the other ones because you have to like run it as a separate program alongside your PokeMMO. Either Love Dota or Lead, yeah, for sure. It's funny, I just hoarded, whoops. I played League first, and then I played Dota after. And after, like Dota, like there's positives and negatives, but like Dota feels like a better game to me. And Dota is like everything is broken, but it works because of like BKB. Like that's like there are you can literally stun chain someone for like 12 or 20 seconds in Dota, but anybody can buy BKB, which makes it like there are everything's busted in Dota, so therefore it's like it works type beat. But in League, I feel like it's like, oh, every new character is busted and nothing else is busted like that, and they want to sell skins and $500 Gucci MF skin, by the way. Like League I feel like League gave up on trying to balance their game about like 6 to 8 years ago, and I've been trying to say that forever. And I feel like people are finally realizing. I feel like I've been preaching to the choir, being like, guys, like they don't give a shit anymore. They don't care. Like they're milking League at this point. Like they keep pro play balanced, and then they just like milk you for skins. Like I don't think they care anymore about trying to balance solo queue. And I feel like people realize that. I feel like it's finally like it took them releasing like multiple $500 skins for people to be like, wait a minute. This game's not that good. Which is, based, right? True League 2. Yeah, they did. They're doing the same. Why fix the game when you could just make League 2? Gigabrad? What? Gigabrain. True. Everyone's so good. That is the greatest. Quitting League to play PokeMMO is the greatest W. Yeah. It's a funny thing. Like, Dota, it's hilarious. Dota invented the battle pass, right? But they also have like the least malicious battle pass of all time. Like that's all. Like you just buy the battle pass, you get a bunch of cool shit, bam, boom, win-win. If you play the game, you get more. Dota 2 was like the original battle pass, but it was also like the least malicious, most valued battle pass. Underrated rare shiny. Ooh, what a crazy move. I heard someone say, I haven't seen it, I heard someone say they mentioned a shiny Articuno, right? Abra, what's up, dude? Happy to fucking see you. Abra, What's up, dude? Much love. You and your wife. Also fucking huge W. What's up, dude? Happy to see you. Apologies. What was I gonna say? I don't live in Maryland anymore. I'm so sorry. But I live in like Northern Virginia. If you want to try to hang out or like say hi or whatever, but also fucking congrats, man. Are you moving back to Maryland? To Virginia? Yeah. Dude, fucking Maryland just got voted. I love, I'm sure, we're Maryland boys. Maryland just got voted like second happiest state in the US. Doesn't surprise me. It's fucking goated, dude. Watching Articuno, that's pretty, dude. Epoch is, I love that Epoch enjoys a lot of things that I don't in the game, which is like so good for variety of content and for like he is able to show people, look at these crazy collections, look at these crazy like high-end insane Pokeyen level, like it's really fucking cool. It's so, Epoch is, I could glaze Epoch. He is doing so. If you're not subscribed, I'm gonna go link his channel. If you're not subscribed, and also like we literally just talked about earlier, like I love reformed people. Epoch was permabanned in PokeMMO for making a mistake, and he made a video being like, yeah, I fucked up. And he restarted. I have so much love for people. It's such a green flag and a mental sign when someone is able to be like, I fucked up in like, I respect that more than someone doesn't make any mistakes, I'm gonna link, here is Epoch's channel. He is consistently uploading really cool stuff. I think he RMT'd, if I recall, which like obviously RMT is bad. If you're gonna break an in-game rule, like I think it's probably the most like I get it, I really do, That's really cool. Congrats to him, man. I'll never financially recover. That's a great, dude. Good for him, dude. Good for him. Good for him, dude. His thumbnails, he's doing really fucking cool stuff. I'm not for a while, like Epoch was always doing cool stuff, but he wasn't uploading as consistently, and recently he's been uploading like every 3 days, and he's doing well, and he deserves it. Like he is someone who like really deserves the fact that he's only at 5,000 subscribers is fucking insane. Like he should be at minimum 25k, probably 50, like probably way more. Probably should be around what he just needs to stay consistent and stick to it, and he'll be cooking. All right. What would I miss in chat? Dude, driving the car, she's driving the U-Haul, her brother's driving the car. Hell fucking yeah, dude. That's awesome. RMT is real money trade, which is like RWT if you're familiar with other memes. Yes, dude, to me it's like it's literally more of a green flag if someone makes a mistake and like owns up to it and tries to be better than like someone who like avoids making mistakes entirely or shames people for making mistakes. And yeah, we yeah, that's always been a sentiment in my stream. That's the wrong word. I agree. Now that's the other. I agree. That's the other side. I don't want to like. You don't want to. If someone makes a mistake, you don't want to victimize them. He made. Yeah. Yes. It's you made the mistake. You knew what you were doing. It happens. Even if you I think there's nothing wrong with that. It's not. Yeah. There's a meme where it's like. It's in my opinion. It's okay to be a bad person. Everyone is going to be a bad person at times. Literally every one of you is at some point going to be someone else's villain. That's life. That's being a human. Okay. Better to own up to that and acknowledge that than not. Right. Everyone is going to be a bad person at some point in their life. It may be at 12, 22, 24, 52. Like it may be, that hasn't happened yet. Right. Everyone's going to be a bad person at some point in their life. It's okay to be a bad person. It's not okay to stay a bad person or to be okay with being a bad person, right? It's okay to be a bad person and be like, fuck, I don't like myself. I'm not happy with this. I need to change and try to work on that. That's awesome. That's fucking life. That's like literally like, Yeah, I'm a massive believer in rehabilitation. It's not everybody feels that way, but I am like, that's, to me, that's like a core fundamental part of life. Whether it's reforming from League of Legends toxicity or you know, or like, you know, real shit, you know, like before I was making those investments. I have a ton of videos on my channel. If you look up money making methods PokeMMO, I have a video on my channel with over 100 or so videos, as well as I have a video called 63. In terms of money making, it's better to, there's so many resources out there, man. It is not to like dismiss you. I apologize if this comes off as rude, but it's better to Google resources and look up, you know, information and guides dedicated toward teaching you how to make Pokeyen with examples and visuals versus me on a live stream. You know, it's not a, it's, for a live stream, it's hard for me to answer that because there's just so many like details. And here is a video called 63. No, exactly. Yeah, I really like it. Same. I'm with you, man. I'm much love to you, Viz. All that matters now is like who you're. Yeah, I know. Yeah, like, oh wow, that's also like, I'm also very biased. No, that's real as hell. Oh, so yeah. What are you talking about? Oh yeah, I talk about a lot. I like, for those who don't know, I've been to juvie. Like I was a bad kid. I get it, and I can speak from experience, dude. Every fucking kid, every single one of them, every single kid who was in juvie didn't have parents at home or had angry parents or neglectful. Like every single kid in juvie had a horrible home life every time. Which is the saddest part. Not to like, you know, I think it's a really important thing to just, it teaches you basic empathy and basic, like, it's every single kid there did not have loving parents, and it happens every time, you know. That's the tough thing, man. Here, yeah, so therefore I will be getting my teardrop tattoo, my face tats ASAP. I did remove that channel point redemption because I don't play my main account anymore, and I don't want to have to swap selfishly. I'll bring it back at some point. I think I like the idea of I even like the idea of like maybe from like my streamathon, just like spending an hour running around catching OT mons to give to people for free, like that. Not even channel points. Like, I think I like the idea of doing that in the future, but yeah. No, because I've been on the Iron Man account, I don't understand that. I am someone who, like, I had to make mistakes, you know, to learn from them. I'm just super stubborn. Shiny? Wait, did someone get something? What happened? Now I'm like frantically spectating to see if someone got something. He baited. No one got anything. We're just baiting. Fuck. W. Bait stare. Lancey, thank you for the 4 months, man. Thank you for the Twitch sub, dude. I really appreciate that. No, that's a totally fucking valid, Lancey. Also, if you mail me in game and be like, hey, I love your content, is there a chance you could send me like a shuckle? I'll try to do that when no rush, no like, I can't promise it. But if you mail me in game and you're super nice and you're like, hey, I love the content, like if you have I would love a Patrouski OT shuckle or some shit, I'll try, you know. Are you a Summoning Salt enjoyer? Oh, do I play video games and watch YouTube? Of course Summoning Salt has also like been around for so long now. Dude, of course. I've done like, what's the first Summoning Salt video where I really got sucked into him? It might have been like one of the old, like Mario Kart 64 or like the Mario Kart DS video is very, very good. No, I've watched him for, he's fantastic. Just so consistent. And like that, talk about original. There's people like, also, I always try to tell, like, this is what, like, if I made good enough content, I could be like a much bigger content creator, but I like what I stick to my guns, you know? But I love using people like Virtual and people like Summoning Salt are fantastic examples of, it does not matter what game you play, you can be a big content creator. It just takes skill and storytelling that, mind you, I don't have. But like, I love Virtual is an amazing example. Virtual has like over 1 million subs. He plays fucking Trackmania. That game is not that big. I noticed it's an amazing game. No disrespect to Trackmania, right? It's really, really impressive that he has such an audience because he is such a good storyteller and such a good creator. And I think that's I think that him and some like Summoning Salt literally does speedrunning history of these super niche games sometimes that like the average person has never played or heard of, but people will watch it because he's such a good storyteller, right? I think that is a really cool thing that like really transcends on YouTube. Settled's another good, or like Settled Swampletics series, like transcended beyond the RuneScape, you know, space. People who didn't play RuneScape loved Settled Swampletics because it was just a great story. I come home, dude. Hell yeah, man. Someone said y'all have cave brain. Dude, there's some good. I drink cave water. Kitty emoji. So true. Good point. Good point. Highest IQ PokeMMO player. Oof. I quit League to play PokeMMO 2. Dude, you made it. You're safe. You're not in any danger now. You are safe. We're happy to have you. Give this man a warm blanket and some hot cocoa. Yeah, Summoning Salt's fantastic. Now, a lesser known, an underrated creator that is like kind of similar to me. Not really. I love the Salt Factory. I used to love watching his in-depth long reviews of like RPGs. I love the Salt Factory. He's a great, not that I'm gonna link him, but not that me linking him is like he needs no shout out from me. He's at like 550,000 subscribers. His LA Noir video is so, all of his, I love his videos, man. I love his style. He releases these like really long, in-depth videos on these really cool, like in-depth RPGs. Well, I love his LA Noir video. His Fallout videos, his Fallout 2 video is super good. I love learning about Fallout 1 and 2 via watching YouTube videos and not playing the games. No disrespect. Like I love old games. I love playing retro games, especially retro PC games. Fallout 1 and 2 are two games where I'm like, dude, these are too hard to go back to, in my opinion. All due respect, I do think that they're too outdated to go back and play for the average person. Myself included, right? His Fallout videos are fantastic. His Fallout DLC and stuff like that. What was I saying though? What was I talking about? Yep. Oh yeah, I love watching videos about Fallout 1 and 2 while playing like Fallout New Vegas or some shit. Oh yeah, for absolutely find you, yeah. My wife got into the Fallout like franchise a little bit because of hearing about the vault experiments. I think the vault experiments are such an interesting fucking concept. It's a really good way to get people who don't know Fallout into this, like interested in the lore, interested in the series. I remember like watching some of those videos in the car, like just my wife was like, wait a minute, these are pretty interesting. She got into them based on that. I still need to watch the my wife, yeah, my wife, yeah. I still need to watch the second season of Fallout show. The nature, great question. The nature thing, xClav, comes from my custom strings. I can link you a video on that. That's one, I get that question a lot, and it's a really good question because there's not an easy way to Google that at all. Like there is no, like, that's a great, like, I always please Google stuff before asking me, just because I've spent thousands of hours making YouTube videos. It's like imagine you're like an author who spent like 20 years writing books on finance, and then every single time you go to like a convention, everybody always asks you, how do you make money? It's like, bro, I've written 20 fucking years of books on this. Please go, just go read them, Tech W, right? Like, no disrespect, like, but that's why I love questions like, how do you get the nature to, over the like the hover, right? Or like without like this, right? Like because you can't Google that. That's that's too specific. That's a great question on stream is what I'm trying to say. This long ramble just to say I like your question. And I appreciate it. I appreciate good questions, you know? The goal is to be... My goal is to answer questions in the way that Bill Belichick answered the question about the long snappers. Like, you know, there are certain questions where I'm like, okay, like, oh, thoughts on Gen 6? Will we get more regions in PokeMMO? Like, we've talked about these fucking a million times. Like, okay, like, doodle video. Like, how do I make money? Like... How do you hunt legendaries? Like there are certain questions where I'm like, come on guys, like we've talked about this a million times. If you Google them, you'll find answers, you know. Yeah, okay. Fair point, Sardora. Fair point. Maybe it is. I wonder if it's worth it to just keep the intimidate lead. I'm not sure. But there are certain questions where I'm like, come on. Like I do roll my, you know, I'm a little tired of it, which is, you know, not great, but it's, you know, part of the gig, I guess. But I love a good question. I love a good question. I love a thoughtful question. No questions are wrong. No questions are bad. But I love a thoughtful question. And that's precisely what happens to finance offers to be that. Yeah, yes. You're not wrong. Like that. Yes. Dude, I would fucking hate. Shout out to anybody who went to college for finance. I would fucking hate to be in that profession. I feel like, because everybody needs to make money. Everybody wants to make money. It would be so annoying. I feel like people would constantly badger you with questions off the clock, or like your friend. Like, I would be so annoyed. I feel like you could never, like, being in, which I think most finance people may be introverts. I feel like it'd be so hard to be an introvert in finance. Yeah, I'll try, kid. What this? What are shinies? True. Good question. I mean, I literally, like, that question, like, I almost mind less than at least it's new, you know. For Hall of Fame first ballot, did they? That is, I didn't know that happened. That is kind of crazy. Damn, people put a lot of, like, people definitely did the, like, oh, it was like as soon as Tom Brady left and he won with the Bucks and then Belichick didn't win with the Patriots, there was so much like, oh, it was Tom Brady the whole time, not blah blah. It's like I'm like, come on, man, like you can't look at a dynasty like that and be like, oh, actually it was just one of them, not a combined. Like, as someone who, keep in mind, I'm a Ravens fan. Nobody hated the Patriots more than me during the dynasty. During the dynasty, fuck the Patriots. I don't want to hear about them. I hope they lose. I hope Tom Brady breaks a leg, theoretically, in Minecraft. Outside of the dynasty, now that they're both like, they were the fucking, like, best to ever do it. Like, god damn it. You know, like, fuck, you know. They were so fucking good. Like, I don't know, man. Beg to differ. I don't understand how PokeMMO should cancer. I'm gonna question the recipe streamers. That's simply wait. Anytime you don't know the answer to something, I'm gonna pull the Ninja Verse and I'll kick your card on. I'll never know something. Oh, that what, dude? That was a pretty crazy. Like, why can't they just hit the field goal? BTW. Was that rage bait? You know. It's kind of it's a good bit. It's a good bit. I don't know. Maybe he wasn't serious. That's the hopium. Dude, I kind of think this is a casual football fan's vibe, okay? So take this with a grain of salt. I kind of think the Patriots might beat the Seahawks, which is like, I have a friend that loves the Patriots. I have a friend that loves the Seahawks. It's kind of, I guess it's a win-win, but like also a lose-lose. The friend who loves the Seahawks also really deserves a win this year, and really deserves. I kind of hope they win for his sake. Like Rumel deserve, like, after the Mariners, after, you know, his year, like he deserves a Seahawks Super Bowl win, especially over the Patriots, because how fucking vindictive, what retribution would it be to actually run the ball? Imagine the game comes down to a 1 yard line, goal line run. Like that, dude. Imagine Sam Darnold fucking tush pushes or like QB sneaks. They don't throw the ball, you know. Dude, for sure. It's that fine line of I really don't want people to like feel like, oh my god, I can't ask questions to Patrouski or else he'll flame me and tell him like I don't want that. That's fucking awful, right? It's that fine line of like I've got to preserve myself a little bit, and you know I have to value my time and energy. But I also really do like answering questions. I don't want someone to feel ignored. I don't know if I did. Oh, so wait, now I'm interested. I haven't seen Sam. I don't have much of an opinion on Sam. I haven't seen him play. I actually don't know how I feel about Sam Darnold's play. Haven't seen him play. I do love that like there was a really good hype edit where it was like, because Sam Darnold did get the short. Wasn't he drafted by the Jets, right? Which is like already a death sentence as a quarterback. Sam Darnold career teams. Wasn't he like drafted by the Jets? Got the fucking full-on Jets experience. Got sent to the Panthers for a year, went to the 49ers for a year, and then went to the Vikings for a year. Like he was like, you know, his career was basically like, if you looked at his career on paper, it's on the decline. Like he is like a journeyman quarterback, you know, and now he's on the Seahawks and headed to the Super Bowl. Like, and they were going through he was in an interview. It was a really good hype edit bit where he was in an interview and his college assessment was like throws too many interceptions, like just isn't that good of a quarterback. And then at the very bottom it says like isn't affected by failure, which is like a fucking goated line for a guy who fucking jumps around teams, like hasn't found success, like has been failing his whole NFL career, and now is like that's a goated fucking meme, dude. That's like that meme went fucking hard. Isn't affected by failure is a crazy line to be attached to someone going to the Super Bowl after getting the short end of the stick on like many, you know, not great teams. Yeah, the Panther, like how many teams chew up and spit out young good quarterbacks? I still think about Vince Young. I loved the Titans. I really liked Vince Young. I really as a player. I don't know his, you know, off the field memes, but damn, I really wanted him to find success, and he was chewed up and spit out by the Titans. Yeah, exactly. I don't know enough about the NBA, but I know enough to understand that reference. Yeah. That's a base. That's crazy. Fuck, I mean, I get that's, but that's just like, that's like a life's unfair sort of thing, Viz. I get it. I mean, I'm a Ravens fan. I'm in the camp of like Lamar Jackson should have minimum 2 Super Bowls right now. Maybe like Lamar should have like 5 rings before he retires. But at this point, he's like, he may end up with like 2, and that's that's best case scenario. It fucking sucks, man. Like it sucks, man. Lamar is one of the best quarterbacks to ever play football. Look at his fucking stats. I know he's a blah blah. Look at his QB ratings. Look at his stats. He's one of the fucking best. Grow up. He's one of the best. He's so fucking insane. You know, I forget. You can do the, you know, chokes in the playoff. Blah blah. He's fucking Lamar. You can be a hater. Lamar is insane. Lamar is statistically one of the best. He's so fucking good. He just that we do struggle to finish out, but it's a good reminder. Like, it's just hard to. Only one team can win the whole thing every year. You know, like that's just. I'm also rooting for, yeah, as a Ravens fan, I'm rooting for Joe Burrow. I want him to see some. He's really good too. He has it worse than Lamar, where he's like really good and like, yeah, he's not even getting that close, you know, which is. He's also drafted 3rd overall. Yeah, it's so interesting. I think of, you know, Vince Young, the front cover of Madden 08, my favorite Madden of all time. Madden 08 or Madden 06. I still play those games I go back and I play those to this day. Dude, it's so. I love Stavros' like, there's just something about Joe Flacco. It's such a good bit. It's such a good flame. Because, like, it's not even like Lamar. Hey, I almost don't put enough respect on Joe Flacco. Like, he was elite in the fucking postseason, and he was really good. And like, I'm almost not. And he got us a Super Bowl. I almost don't give Joe enough credit, which is not fair, right? But Lamar Jackson is my dream quarterback. I was a massive Michael Vick fan. I know ups and downs, but let's look again. Once again, it's about like rehabilitation. Michael Vick is one of the best. Love him or hate him, one of the best examples of like he served his time. Like, you know, came out of the fucking pen, started opening up like dog rehabilitation centers, like really genuinely seems to show remorse for his actions, was a product of his environment. Like, I think Michael Vick, I love Michael Vick, and I always will. And to have a Michael Vick type player on my favorite team, the rate, like it's a dream. It's really, really crazy. You're gonna do Flacco? Yeah, Michael Flacco. It's such a meme. Yo, sleep well, dude. Much love to you, man. Lamar, I loved Vic. Lamar is so much better than Vic. Which is like, fuck. It's not fair. It's different. It's different generations. Lamar had like 20 more years to like, you know, study. He was able to study from Vic, right? Who could Vic study from, right? And Vic did have mobile quarterbacks to study from, but way less, you know, like Vic was so much better than every other mobile quarterback, right? At that time. Yeah. Is that Dante Stallworth? That's a crazy, I don't even know that story, but I know that player. I didn't know. That's a crazy, yeah. It's also not to hop on the Michael Vick dick ride, but like Michael Vick, when he got arrested, Michael Vick wasn't even engaging with the dog fights. It was his old friends from where he grew up who were dog fighting on his property when he was in the lead. He wasn't like actively still involved, which he literally could have played the victim. He could have been like, oh, I didn't know, and blah, blah, blah. But he was like, no, I take full accountability. I know, and I knew they were doing sketchy stuff. I should have known. I should have shut it down. Like, even though they were my friends, like, he took full accountability of like, you can't, when you fucked up, you can't. Yeah, it was just so based, man. It was so based. He really was like, I fucked up. I should have stopped it. You know, I shouldn't have been in it. Yeah. Which is, yeah. What are people talking about? Chad is memeing so much here. Anyways, moving on from reformed or not reformed sports athletes turned criminals. Let's any PokeMMO questions. We really solve every world problem here. We really talk on every topic in this stream. It's very, very true. I'm the life of the party. It's a crazy sentence. It's so good. That's been today's sports corner. Yeah. We do a little bit of everything. Baker Mayfield finding success on the Bucks, right? Like, that's, dude, it's cool to see. It's cool to see. Just typing lol sometimes. Just typing lol sometimes is so real. Okay, I am a tennis enjoyer in the sense that me and my wife got really into, we were playing tennis probably like 5 times a week in like 2023. Like, I loved tennis. I would go to the tennis courts and practice my serves. It was so fun. Okay, having said that, I've watched so little tennis. My GOAT pick is not gonna be a good educated pick. I like Federer. And then there was that young passionate guy who like I heard about, but I don't really know a whole lot. Young angry tennis player. I like Federer. I like that. This is not gonna help me find it. Best tennis players. I lean Federer over Jokic and Nadal. Once again, I'm not Djokovic or whatever. I'm not. Don't trust my opinion on this. This is like a really, really, really ill-informed opinion. I think I lean Federer as well because, like, Djokovic and Nadal are new to me, whereas Federer I feel like has been around for. I remember watching my neighbors watch Federer games growing up. He's been around for like fucking. He's like retired now, right, or whatever. I could be wrong. Is Alcaraz who I'm thinking of, like young? I don't know if that's even true. The young passionate guy. There was some. I don't even know if that's who I'm thinking of, but he seems. I don't know enough about him, I guess. Same era, but later played. But yes, I think I I think you're right. Yeah, I think I'm like just barely. I would love to learn more about. I'd love to watch tennis. I'd love to try to learn. Once again, the problem is, I hate the pretentious vibes around tennis. Right, like that. It sucks. It shouldn't be there. Tennis, like. I would love to see more tennis courts, free tennis courts, open up around the US the same way we have so many free basketball courts, right? Like, tennis is a really fucking cool sport. How did you know? Yes, Kyrgios. I don't know. I'm probably butchering that. That's who I'm thinking of. I like him. From the little I've seen. As a casual, yes. No, he seems fucking up my alley. I know Johnny McEnroe or whatever from Mr. Deeds. Does that count? That's my real favorite tennis player, John McEnroe, because he gets mad in Mr. Deeds. the true take. He's a psycho. Yeah, I kind of love a psycho. I kind of respect a psycho, but like casually from afar. If I was a real tennis fan, I probably wouldn't be as much into the psycho. I acknowledge that, you know. It's consistent. There you go. I just don't. Yeah, tennis is tennis is a really, really cool sport. It just, unfortunately, tennis has bad vibes. that's like genuinely, like, tennis is a really cool sport, but it has bad vibes. I don't like that everybody wears. But it's like, it's an amazing. Yeah. Amazing sport, and it doesn't need to have. I would say golf, it kind of makes sense that golf has snobby. Yeah, we've talked about this. We've ranted about this. Golf kind of has to have snobby vibes because you have to pay for time on the green. Upkeeping a golf course is expensive. The constant watering and the mowing the grass, right? Like, I get it. It makes sense. Upkeeping a golf course is fucking expensive. Upkeeping a tennis court is not. It's similar to a basketball court. You build it. You could, me and my wife, we thrifted tennis rackets. We thrifted tennis balls. We got into tennis for like less than $20. You know, it's not, the barrier to entry is not there financially, which is really important for young kids getting into sports. So why is there this like old time English pretentious, like you have to wear a certain outfit, you have to like wear a sun hat, you have to like quietly clap after each I hate all the formalities around tennis. It's a really cool, the sport is amazing, the footwork, the speed, the athleticism, the decisions. Like, tennis is a smart sport. It's a insanely physical sport. Like, tennis is it's a really fucking cool sport, man. I really fell in love with tennis when I played it for like a summer, you know, like maybe a year or some shit. Like really, really cool sport. I love just practicing my serve, like, but man, it gets held back by the vibes. There are other, but like, I understand that, but how many public courts are like, how many clay courts, you know, are like, most courts are hard courts, right? Okay, to be fair, you literally specify courts in England are mostly grass. That's fair. Most courts in the US are hard court for sure. They're all like the same. Which, like, why don't, number one, we need to build more of them. Number two, like every school, if every school has a basketball court and a football court, every school should have one tennis court. Like, it's you know, it's not that crazy, right? And then what else? It's so important to get kids into sports. It's just so, I love playing. It's so important. For like everything. Like, sports help kids with their mental health, their physical. Like, if obesity is a problem in America, like, sports are one of the biggest ways, you know, work ethic. Like, sports fucking are amazing. Sports teach fucking everything, you know? It doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to be like a physical sport. It could be any like competition is so good for like for kids, man. It's so good. It doesn't have to be. It could be chess. It doesn't have to be physical sports. Like esports are great. Like or clay courts. That's so interesting. That's so yeah. That's not actively shitting my pants right now. So true, King. Thank you for weighing in on the discussion. That's interesting and that's cool. I love learning that. That's awesome. In the US, most of our tennis courts are hard courts. So why can't we, we should have more. Also, dude, I don't know. Once again, it's just the pretentious snobby aura that does not need to be there, right? A lot of tennis courts are locked up for their communities. They'll have like a fucking why, bro? Basketball courts don't do that. Like no one's gonna graffiti your tennis court, bro. Stop being so like, even if they do, you like the town should have the funding to fix it. Like stop. That shit should be public. Don't fucking lock down tennis courts only for like gated snobby communities. Like stop, man. It's a good sport. Stop like tennis is literally gate kept and it should, like anybody who like it shouldn't be. It's a great sport. It's a beautiful sport, I was ever locked, yeah. If that's the case and you're living, that's amazing, Supa. Like I'm speaking from my anecdotal experience, in my anecdotal experience, there's not enough tennis courts and they're not always public. And if your local area, you fucking hell yeah, fucking my clappas to you, hell fucking yeah. I wasn't like you get in the public parts, a nice public free tennis courts, free tennis pay. Yeah, like that's it's a that's what our fucking not to once again. This should be apolitical. That's what our fucking tax dollars should go to, is fucking public sports shit, bro. It's one of the most amazing assets to our local communities, is having fucking public tennis courts and public, like, it's so good. It's so good, man. It's so good. Who's anti-park? Like, that shit is so good. I guess the higher branches of bureaucracy and yada, yada, yada. Anyways, actively shitting my pants right now, Giga Chad. We gotta loop it back to the important chats. I love hearing about. Yeah, it's interesting. Yeah, you can get into tennis for like you can like thrift it super cheap. It's awesome, dude. It's awesome. I love thrifting. Sports stuff is sick. I really want to thrift a baseball bat and a few baseballs and like go down to like a local park, a local like a little field and hit some baseballs. That would be fucking awesome. The problem is you can't really thrift baseball gloves. That's kind of the like you don't find them. Number one. Number two, probably not the right size. Number three, you have your pitcher's gloves, your catcher's glove, yada yada yada. First baseman gloves. How's volleyball in the US? Is one of the best. I can only speak from anecdotal experience. I don't know the volleyball culture in the US. I have no fucking idea. I played volleyball in gym class. When I look back at volleyball in gym class, I look back and I'm like, it's time for people who aren't great at other sports to fucking shine. It was always, I don't mean to stereotype, so I'm so sorry, but it was always the thick baddies who, whenever it was ever the volleyball fucking time in gym class, the thick girls would fucking rise to the top of the power rankings and be like, my time to fucking shine. They would fucking spike. It was, and I loved it. I loved seeing people. I was lucky. I was pretty good at like a lot of sports growing up, but then like I was like fine at volleyball. I was trash at lacrosse. Talk about a fucking hard sport. Like I love seeing people who were like, I love that shit in gym class. I love people like rise up and be really good like during a certain arc or curriculum. It was fucking cool, man. It was cool as hell. I feel like volleyball is pretty inaccessible. It's hard to find like a volleyball. I feel like you mostly find volleyball courts at like the beach. There's not a whole lot of like wild volleyball courts, but I also don't know if people have as much interest in volleyball. It's a beautiful sport. That sounds so mean. Selfishly, I just like tennis so much more than volleyball, but that's not like volleyball is decently cheap to get into. Like you can just buy a volleyball, have the net, boom, bam, there you go. Like I respect it, man. I think volleyball is like a vacation sport for a lot of people. A lot of people will like have a net. I know a lot of like it was the upper middle class life class. My aunt, I've been on based off my aunt or whatever. My aunt had like a volleyball net in her backyard. She would set up sometimes for like barbecues or whatever. I think that was like the upper middle class. If you were the barbecue host, growing up in the white community, it was like you would set up the volleyball net, the cornhole. That was probably like lower middle class, to be fair. I'll do not a slight, I grew up in poverty, right? But the volleyball net, the badminton, dude, that was I loved. That was an upper middle class white people classic, was badminton, and badminton's super fucking fun. So it's kind of a based pool, man. I'm just spitting what needs to be spit, yeah, cooked at you would only ever bring out the volleyball net. It's funny, like, how many of us lived a very similar, like, humans, we are just very habitual creatures. We really, really are. Like, and I don't mean that as like it's kind of cute. It's kind of wholesome. Like, we can all speak to the same experience to some extent. Like, it's kind of beautiful, That's a cool thing that I can be like, how many of you went to your aunt's house for a barbecue and she whipped out the fucking, or your uncle's or whatever, she whipped out the fucking volleyball net, or whipped out the badminton. Like that's, that's cool. The yard games, the bocce ball, the cornhole, my favorite white people yard game is the golf ladder toss. I love that shit. That's my oof. If I'm on the golf ladder toss, boys, watch out. I'm not there to play games. I'm there to win. Golf.png. I'll show it on stream, one sec. This game, I fucking love this game. It's all fucking geometry and like physics and like fucking slinging that. You throw it across the whole yard and you try to get it to like sling around. I fucking love this game, dude. This game is so fun. People will be like, meet me at the green. When's tea time? Let's head to the local golf. When I say I'm playing golf, this is what I'm talking about. Golf, the fucking golf yarn toss, bro. I love this game. Goated backyard game. Never been a huge cornhole guy. I respect it. Maybe I think I'm just too bad. I think I just suck at cornhole. That makes me not like it as much. I think cornhole became like a frat boy thing. I think that's also... I also just... Ooh, this is kind of a hot take. I don't love drinking games. And it makes me sad. I kind of wish I did. Maybe as I get older, I'll start... I don't know. I don't like... Maybe it's the people I've played them with. That maybe... You know what? I'm kind of realizing... So, like, for me, it's like a drinking game is like fun and I want to drink. That's the point. But I've played too many drinking games with too many people where like they take it so seriously and it gets so competitive, which is like not fun for a drinking game, And I love being competitive. I get it, Beer pong. I've played Stack Cup. I played beer. I don't know. My favorite, you know what it is? My favorite drinking game is what's it called? The one where you just do the song. the one where you just drink to the song. And then Thunderstruck. That's the best drinking game because it's fucking, there's no game. You just drink and then whoever gets stuck on the longest one has to fucking chug their shit. That's the real best meme. But I'm not a huge drinking game guy. I was barbecue, that's the drinking game. Dude, don't get me started. The PokeMMO community hangout would go crazy. It would be a lot of fun. The older I get, the more I am like, I want to host IRL events. Shout out to all the aunts and uncles and all the grandmas and grandpas and anybody who hosted family. You do not appreciate that shit until you're older. You get older and you're like, holy fuck, bro. Everybody who hosted those family gatherings or like just friend barbecues, like, they're the fucking goats, man. They're actually the fucking goats. Like, it's so much fun. They do so much for their family, for their community. It's fucking goated, man. I'll eat those fucking grape jelly meatballs till the day I fucking die. You can laugh. I know it's really funny. The fucked up thing is, I didn't even know that those fucked up housewives were putting grape jelly in the meatballs until I was like 24. And I was like, that's why they're so good. They're fucking putting grape jelly and barbecue sauce in a crock pot and saying bon appetit. Like, and it's delicious every time. They were right. They are correct. I know it sounds disgusting and strange on the surface, but I fucking love it, man. It's delicious. I'm on such a ramble tangent. Are we on the same page still, chat? Where are we? I've been on such a tangent. I don't even know if we're I don't even know if I have you guys anymore. I love it, dude. It's so, I love those meatballs, man. They're so good. Or like the little fucking weenies. I love cocktail weenie. I love dude. I always just stream. I've been live for almost 3 hours. What the fuck? Time has flown by. That's actually one of the most fun streams I've had. This is fantastic. All of you guys, thanks for being here. I always, boring answer, I always just stream for as long as it's usually like energy is the big, streaming is really tiring. It's so fun. I don't mean to let you know, streaming is the most fun thing to me in the world, aside from hanging out with my wife, right? But it's so fun, but it is really, it's like your social battery on turbo drive is the best way to describe it. Like, I feel like 4 hours of streaming feels like 8 hours of socializing is the best way to, you know, which is just something you have to just factor in, you know? It's so good, Supa. It sounds fucked up, but I love, dude, this shutting spot is also like really chill. Do you think the internet is not for those IRL circles? For sure. I actually, so obviously my job relies on social media, so like I'm fucking biased. I think the social media gets a bad rep because it's easy to discount all of the amazing experiences we do get from social media, right? The fact that right now we can be in a chat room full of people from India, from China, from I have a big Philippines viewer base, from the UK, like Indonesia. Like, it is one of the coolest things in the world that we can all, like, we are, doesn't feel like it always. I know that, but we are more intermingled. Like, you know, I'm sure I'm probably, but like, if that's true, you know, I'm thinking you're memeing, but like, it's one of the coolest things that Twitch chat is basically a pub. An international pub. It's really fucking cool, man. Like, you know, I don't know. It's just one of those things. Like, yes, are there a lot of negatives of social media that we still have to figure out and learn how to you know, use? Absolutely. Discovering the internet is almost like when humans discovered alcohol for the first time. Those cavemen didn't know about, you know, drinking responsibly. Like, you know, like there's, you know, it's one of the we've spent the last 20 or 30 years getting blackout drunk on the internet, and we're learning how to use it. We're learning how much to drink. We're learning our limits, how much time to spend on Facebook, aka 0 hours a day, how much time to, you know, be on Instagram Reels, aka maybe 30 minutes to an hour, like, you know, how much time to be on YouTube and Twitch, 16 hours, true, not, you know, copium, right? Like, we're learning. I think a lot of us were just, and when I say that, I mean me. I'm not, you know, I'm learning. I'm still learning. I check YouTube comments way too much. I check way too many social medias way too much, right? I'm trying to figure out how I can, you know, my limits. I'm trying to learn, right? I think we still have a lot to learn when it comes to the internet. It's easy to be like, oh, you know, blah, blah. The internet's only been out for like 20 or 30 or like 30 years. Like, the internet became like widely accessible in like 1994, 1996. It's only been like 30 years, guys. It hasn't been that long, you know? We're still fucking learning. Imagine if I asked you, like, how do you think people were behaving with, you know, once again, like alcohol for the first 30 years of it? That there's no way they drank responsibly, you know? Like, it's just, yeah, we're still learning, and that's okay. Like, we gotta give each other. The best thing you can do is just be kind and as nice and as patient to people as possible. I know it's not always easy, and I'm not even the best example, right? But damn, is it like more important than ever right now? And we're all just, life is moving so fucking fast. We are all learning at faster paces than ever. We, you know, it doesn't seem, because we're learning faster than ever. There's more misinformation than ever and stuff like that. Don't get me wrong, but it's part of we're learning. We really are just. We're learning more than ever as people, and we're having those discussions, even though they aren't always the most productive. I do think things are better now than they've ever have been in a lot of ways. They're worse in certain ways, don't get me wrong, but it's not all, you know, it's just finding that balance, man. It's not all doom and gloom, and it's not all sunshines and rainbows. I know it's really boring, and of course you have streamer forehead, but it's a good reminder sometimes, you know. I think social media can be used as a really positive. We have to just learn how to use it. I have to fucking learn, bro. I'm not doing it right, you know. Got a lot to learn. It just takes time. A lot of times, like, humans also may physically, it's like the, you know, me leading my intimidate thing. Humans may physically know what the best thing to do is, but it takes time to emotionally process that decision and learn the muscle memory, right? Look at me with the, you know, with the thing, right? 5 years ago. There's two ways you can view that. I really do try to, there's two ways to view it. I really don't like people feeling ignored. I think that to me is like one of the worst feelings. So I do answer like old questions on videos, and I try, to me, it's like, I try to be helpful, Pakanza, but I respond to, and I give credit to way too many YouTube comments where someone is not acting in earnestness and or does not have my best interest at heart, right? That's something I've got to work on. If someone's not trying to have productive discussion, and you can usually tell that from the first, you know, sentence of a dialogue. Not always, but you don't want to judge too quick. That's the other thing. But it's not always the best to engage with it, you know. What's up, Auk? By the way, what's up? Oh, Discord, I mentioned. No, it's nice of you to ask. There was a. Let me see if I can find it. There was someone else. Was it this? No. Was it this? Someone else got a shiny Nidoran. We were just showing it off in the achievement showcase. Auk, happy to see you though. Auk, hopefully you're doing well, dude. IRL end in game. Much love to you, man. Always fucking happy to see you, of course. Part out of it, yeah. Well, this is kind of a hot take, Cerulia. I almost feel like it's the opposite problem. Social media is great if you know how to leave your heart out of it. I think it's actually the opposite. I think way too many people treat social media as, oh, it's just online. It's just, this is not an indicator of my actual character. Yes, the fuck it is, bitch. What are you I'm sorry, but like, if that's like saying if you like text someone and call them slurs, that's actually not you saying it, it's your phone. I'm sorry, what? No, what the fuck are you? No, what are you talking about? You're escaping responsibility. I actually despise people who do like the, oh, I'm just a troll online, I'm just a blah blah blah. Like, no, bro, like part of you, like, which is also okay, like part of you is just a troll. That's not just online. That's part of you, you know. Your behavior online is representative of your, if anything, your more genuine personality, because you're probably being more honest, you know. Like, I think people need to put more empathy and more heart into their online interactions, and remember that other people, the other usernames you're talking to, are people with families and dreams and thoughts, and like, I think it's a lack of empathy is the, you know, you know, very, you know, basic and, you know, therapeutic coded or whatever, but like, you know, like, but I think it's people are really, really bad about humanizing people on the internet, you know. I think it's the opposite problem, where like not enough people put enough heart into, you know, and that, but also it's like the double-edged sword, because if nobody else is putting in heart, you can't put in heart because you'll drive yourself crazy. So it's like, you know, it's a double-edged sword. Yeah, like, yeah, which it's enough to drive you crazy, Auk, but yeah, for sure, it's true. You can't worry about it all the time, but it's, yeah. Yeah, sorry to bait you with the screenshot. Dude, what's up, Clarko? You go on a giant hike, dude? What's up, King? How you doing? You're a person. No, it's Cerulia, sorry if I took what you said and was like, let me ramble about a different. I do that a lot. That's apologies if that's if you felt like I picked your point and like totally pivoted, you know. A joke? No, but Goggle, so it's a good example. I did troll people on Call of Duty when I was 14. I look back at that and I kind of cringe, and it's okay to like acknowledge like that, like it's okay to like acknowledge I'm not like, oh, I was just trolling so they should get over it. Like, no, that was not good behavior. like you know that, but obviously, yeah, I'm taking like a, you know, once again, I think sometimes people act like if you ever admit that you've been a bad person at all, you're a bad person forever. And like, that's not how it works. Like, every human is bad at times, and it takes a good person, hopefully. I try to, you know, a good person is a person who asks themselves at the end of each day, was I good today? And has the humility to be like, unfortunately, I think I put more bad into the world today than good, and I have to just try to do better tomorrow. You know, and that answer being different every day versus like, oh yeah, of course I'm a good person. Like, fucking, what are you talking about? Like, That's why, like, I think good people drive themselves crazy trying to be a good person and like constantly wondering, am I a good person? But or that's just some sort of self-gratifying virtue signaling from me. You can chat. True. Anyways, what's happening? The 6-7 war. What's happening? Back to memes. For sure. It's almost like the double. It's like the what I want in an ideal society, Cerulia, versus what you have to pragmatically employ to protect your own, your own responsibility and your own self. Absolutely. Absolutely. I wish people were more empathetic and more passionate online. That doesn't mean that I can keep my heart out for people to stab on the internet. You have to protect yourself to some extent, which is, for sure. Move for 3 games is like real royalty. Let us do the works. Wait, that's what? Wait, would you like not bring him in or what? Wait, what happened? I'm so I need a spoiler for the video. What's up, Spidget? A better theme song. Now we're talking fucking real shit, Spidget based. Which is a huge shame, yeah. Yo, much love to you, Clarko. When will the P posting end? Your name is literally P-Jit. No, that's not a good. Shut up. We gotta workshop that. Put that one. Delete that joke. Put it back in the script. We'll rewrite it later. That one's gotta get fixed. He's just having a good matchups. I didn't thunder at Pelipper with my Jirachi turn 1 though. I did thunder Jirachi goes crazy. That's funny. Get out. It's understandable. Honestly, your timing is impeccable as always, Viz. I'm gonna take my 5-minute stretch break. I will see you guys in 5 minutes. Be right back, you goofballs. If you're enjoying today's stream, gotta chill. Twitch Prime. Any Twitch Primes? It's actually free to support. Twitch Prime. Twitch subs, YouTube memberships, PayPal and Venmo donations are actually the most generous and best way to support. They take less of your guys' money when you give to me. So if you really want to go above me on PayPal, Venmo, but I'll give you guys 5 minutes. Take your stretch break, get your water, get your shinies, get your snackies. I'll be right back. I'll see you guys at a quick sec. BRB. Okay. Had to go shovel like snacks in my mouth. One sec, we're back. All right. You know I keep that thing on me, chat. The thing in question. You know what? You know I. Hey, chat. Hey, you know I keep that thing on me. You know I stay strapped, okay, around these streets with those fucking cosmic. You know, hey, those cosmic brown. They're fucking so good, dude. It's fucked up. I will never be too old. Like, I think it's because we were too poor for cosmic brownies growing up. That now as an adult, they're like so much. They're like they shouldn't be good. They're like, you know, fucked up abomination of shelf stable packaging. But I fucking love them. Okay, they're so good. I have not had server problems as of today, but it does happen every so often, and other people do notice it. So I appreciate you coming in to, like, you know, double check or ask, Haze Man. Okay. Do we want to change locations, chat, or do you want to stick to Dratini? How are we? What's the vibes? How are we feeling at the Dratini spot? Are we liking the Dratini spot? Yo, Sagrum. Thank you for the Twitch Prime, man. I really, really, really fucking appreciate that, dude. Seriously, thank you so much, man. Hopefully the content has been helpful enough to warrant that kind of above and beyond support, but that stuff allows me to be here, man. Thank you for your Twitch Prime this month, Sagrum. People do really like the. That's to be fair, yeah. There are a lot of other people hunting here. There is quite a crew that has developed over at Dragon's Den channel too. Okay, fair point, fair point. Go and pay me kebab. I need it. Once again, eat more kebab. I need to try it. There's so much kebab around me. I've not had nearly enough for how many options there are. Dude, I'm honored you find them helpful, and I'm glad you enjoy them. That's, you know, like I love this game. I love making videos about it. I'm just happy to be here, Sagrum. Thank you. You know, thank you for watching, man. Thank you for the above and beyond, you know, above and beyond support as well, you know. I guess we'll just stick to Dratini. It's like, I really do like these Lepa but non-Lepa shunts, like almost get on the Iron Man account. I feel like if an Iron Man has a shiny Dratini is already a good flex, right? But if an Iron Man has one, it means like, oh shit, they like ran back. They didn't even use Lepas. They ran back and forth to the cave. Like it's a fair bit longer. Like it's a cool one to have, man. Oh, excuse me. Sorry. The all glazed Patrouski peed. So true. So I love all the new viewers coming in to see chat calling me like Poopy Trowski, Poo Trowski P, P Trowski. Get all the poopy jokes out of your system before we start welcoming new PokeMMO players. Welcome to the community. You will get your name replaced with a P joke. Hope that's okay. That's a good question, Zaspies. If you got a shiny Dratini, would you make him an HM Dragonite? Ooh. This is legitimately a good question on the Iron Man account. If you got a shiny Dratini, would you make him an HM Dragonite? It's okay, wow. On a main account, you normally wouldn't, because number one, shiny Dragonite is worse than Dragonair. Okay, I do acknowledge that, even though I do like shiny Dragonite more than most people. Okay, I think it's like a B tier shiny, and then Dragonair is like S tier, right? It's a big difference. But on a main account, you wouldn't normally go an HM Dragonite because the shiny is not as good, as well as you can get ocarinas and other things where you don't need the HM Pokemon as much, right? On an Iron Man account, ocarinas are so much harder to get. You haul around your HM Dragonite for a lot longer in the game, so it makes it a lot more viable. So I'd have to think about it. I don't know. It's a lot tougher of a decision on an Iron Man account to whether or not you evolve it into a Dragonair or keep it a Dragonair. I've always wanted a shiny OT Eviolite competitive Dragonair for NU. I feel like it'd be so fun, like a really cool Pokemon to build. You could do like Dragon Dance, Eviolite, you know, like you could do some really cool stuff on Dragonair. But yeah, but I don't know. I might end up going the utility Dragonite route. We have to see. That's a great question. It's very, very dependent on. It probably just depends on the IVs. You know, it probably depends on how it rolls. Oof. It's very nice of you to offer, Pekanza. Good luck to you and everybody else in the charm. My leveling group is called Min-Max PP Poo Poo. Okay, based. Min-Max. I'm trying to remember the intimidate thing a little bit. We're trying to learn that a little bit more. God, okay, that was not very good. Whatever. Oso sent me this fucking Sam Darnold meme. No, why would you never have to. Nobody's fucking nobody's legally obligated to type in Twitch chat. You can absolutely lurker or YouTube chat. Well, lurkers are very dude, there was a certain era. I think thankfully that era is gone. How many of you have ever watched a like smaller streamer and they see that they'll have like 6 to 8 people in stream and they'll be like, wow, chat's really quiet. Let me go to my viewers list. Dude, this would drive me crazy. It made me cringe. I'm not gonna lie, dude. There would be smaller streamers who would like go to their viewers list and like call out lurkers and be like, hey, which is like nice. It's in theory, it's cute and like, but like a lot of times people just want to like lurk and hang out. Like it's not their like it's your obligation and your job to keep talking and keep the energy and keep conversation flowing. The amount of times I saw smaller streamers like call out people who just wanted to lurk and be like, why are you lurking? Like start talking. That was like that was a while ago, to be fair. I think Twitch has changed and grown a lot, but that was like, I want to say back in like 2014, 2016 Twitch, you saw that a fair bit. Different time period. I love Twitch has changed a lot over the years. I definitely miss the culture of old Twitch was not good, but it was fun at the time. It was crazy. Yeah, of course. Whether it's a lot like if you watch a YouTube stream on like your like TV in the living room, like some people just throw on a stream while they either on their third monitor or while they like clean the house or like like you don't have to talk. That's insanity. That's not the point, I'm not saying anything of interest. This is all very, very basic stuff. Yeah, of course. I liked it also. The yeah. I liked it. Sam Darnold meme. It's a good bit. Talking about people there. We saying how just me really helped him later on. My buddy who streams just talked to chat that there were tons of people that even know when he started out. Yeah, no, yes. That's like the number you have to fucking Thankfully, I was born with the yapping gene, so I don't know how to stop talking. Like I was that kid where like there was something I would always get told if growing up, if an adult got bored of me hearing me yap about like Pokemon or RuneScape or whatever it was, they would be like, how would you feel if I just like read off the shampoo bottle to you? And then I would pick up the shampoo bottle and start doing it to them. And I would be like, wow, this is what's zinc? Hey, can you explain zinc, uncle? What's zinc? Oh, this also has like pea protein. How does pea have protein? Dude, I was born yapping. Out of the fucking womb, I was straight. What age should this be? What do you think about this? Blah, blah, blah. Mary Poppins? Who's that? What movie? Who? Huh? Was born yapping. Great to visit, to be honest. Am I missing? Try to goes hard. I don't know shit about international travel. I have no idea. Would like to do with Phil Science? No, yeah, for sure. I get that, but hopefully you can like have stories. I like resorting to like stories to tell about your life is always fun for the most part. It depends, obviously, but is there actually an alpha and ditto or alpha in ditto and alpha ditto and Hoenn? That'd be a huge spawn if that's. I saw that from the 6-7 memers in. That might be a real call. Nice. Okay, there is an alpha ditto spawn. Hell yeah! It wasn't even the Dragon's Den's War of 6-7 soldiers weren't even trolling. It's actually real. I assumed because it was by 6-7 spammers, it was just a meme, but they actually mean it. Huge alpha ditto spawn. Yeah, why you think we would joke around? Really? people as serious as us. Come on, man. Grow up a little bit. Come on, that's our age. Come on. Who was Mary Poppins? I forget. It's just some fucking dumb person I beef with. I need to rewatch the movie. I need to find new arguments against her. I'm not a fan. Don't trust her. We're a serious community. True. Mr. Poot. Yeah, exactly. When was the last time? When was the last time you guys in chat watched the Mary Poppins movie? Was it like 20 years ago? It was a long time ago for me. The movie came out in 1964. What if I watch it and I fucking love it? That'd be the real funny bit is I watch Mary Poppins and I actually fucking I think it's like super magical and like I totally 180 my opinion. I'm like, actually, she's a really nice lady. Everything I know about Mary Poppins I heard from you. How do you guys not have strong feelings about Mary Poppins? She's literally a quasi magical being who role plays as a babysitter and then goes and makes the kids that she babysits do dangerous chimney sweeping work while she fucks off with the handsome chimney sweep. Like, it's a crazily call me a prude. Mary Poppins is a very bad influence on our kids. True and real. Not copium. Not a bit. Just fuck all. She gives kids umbrellas. They float around in the sky 100 stories above. I would bet you there's no shot she has not had a kid fall into their death. I would bet you Mary Poppins has more kills than most soldiers. I'm sorry. I don't fuck with Mary Poppins. I don't trust her. I don't like her. We've talked about this on stream before. I do not vibe with her. I think she is virtue signaling as a babysitter, but she's truly just she just kind of gallops around town, do whatever she wants, you know? She literally kidnaps children and murders them. Yes, correct. Yes, like it's not even, it sounds like you're being dramatic, but like you're not, you know? It's crazy, dude. What are we doing? What are we doing next? The alpha spawn. What if I'm moving away from the recommendation? True. Dude, you're gonna do well here, Ghost Lover. Mary Poppins is literally just Pennywise, but she's a girl. So we're gonna get sexist. I'm just kidding. But dude, like that's pretty girl privilege, man. That's pretty girl privilege at its finest. She's literally fucking Pennywise from It, but she's a cute girl, so it's okay. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. This might be, I think my wife hates this bit. This might be the dumbest bit that I have, but I'm gonna keep workshopping it. I'm gonna commit to the anti-Mary Poppins bit. Because I think there's something there. I need to watch the movie. Okay. We got an Alpha Ditto spawn. We got my Spinda. We should do a 1 year for Halloween. The problem is you can't be Mary Poppins. I hate Mary Poppins. You should be like I'll be a chimney sweep or some shit for Halloween. Assault mine. I don't know that meme. All right, we got ourselves the best alpha spawn in PokeMMO, dude. Oh, the gym leader there? Wait, huh? Wait, what's Spidget? Does Spidget? No shot. Spidget also hates Mary Poppins. I've never heard of that. Is that true? That would be insane lore. There's no way Spidget also hates Mary Poppins. Because then I actually could be stealing his bit. There's no way. I've never heard him say that. I don't know if anyone's ever hated Mary Poppins as much as I do. I have a deep disdain. Alrighty. Hell yeah, dude. All right, we got ourselves the best alpha spawn in PokeMMO, an alpha ditto spawn on the Ironman account. You can never be too mad about these. You always want to see these, especially like post the Xmas and Halloween event, and probably post the Lunar New Year event. I'm going to need more of these. I need so many alpha dittos to use. It actually transformed to the... Is that a... Wait. Is that a random... Is that just coincidence? For those... Okay. For those who don't know, yeah, the way that Alpha Ditto works is that it randomly transforms into a random Alpha Pokemon. It doesn't actually transform into your Mon. So this is just a coincidence that it happens to transform into Spinda. That's really interesting. Huh. Never seen that, but that's cool. I think Dust Ball should work here if I recall correctly. Yeah, good question. My skill swaps failed. Huh. Okay. Okay, hurt self. Okay, sure. Okay, my spin is trolling. Is it contrary? This is gonna suck dick. Fuck. Yeah, it already had. Yeah. We got a Shalfa Ditto? No, they didn't. No shot. That would be fucking sick on this spawn. I gotta see it. I just opened up global, but yeah, I have to like. You guys want to relink it? Would you relink the Shalfa Ditto, please? And GZ insane catch. I want to see this, dude. I believe that it exists. I want to see it myself. Here, oh, here. I think this is it. This is it. Let me see. No, this is old. No, this is old. It's not from this. Okay, but also look at this alpha. What the fuck? This Shalfa Ditto. Holy fuck. That is a crazy. Not the one. That's not the one I was looking for, but that is a crazy Shalfa Ditto. I missed it. If anybody else has a screenshot, I'll check it out, but I missed it. There's one today. No, yeah, yeah. Everyone in chat is saying there's. I haven't seen it. Everyone in chat is saying there's one today. This is not the today's one. This is a really cool one. I'm not trying to, 289 encounters right into the beginning of 2026 is pretty crazy. Mods, VIP that guy. Okay, global chat's pretty good. I like want to root for. I kind of love global chat in PokeMMO. They just take things too far sometimes. That's like global chat's humor is good, but they're too mean to new players and they're too like snarky. But they're so close. Global chat is so close to being great. They're just like meme a little too much. You got it went offline. He's probably fucking celebrating. He's probably jumping around his house. He's probably fucking sharing it to his mates, like, yeah, we're trying to see it in global chat, Ponzi. I missed the link, unfortunately. But it's so sick, man. It's so fucking cool. I wonder if I should like spam Pokeballs here to try to lower the stats. I probably should. That's fine. For cross routes and places to catch more than one Pokemon. I wonder if there is some sort of so you can misfilter catch. That's an interesting idea. Not that I know of, man. It's a cool idea. I don't know how that tool would exactly operate, but it's very neat. I think he might have just he's probably just showing off. Like, he's probably just like celebrating, like fucking more as he should, My brother. Oh my god, are you serious? Okay, that sucks. Damn. Maybe I should have. Damn. This is an annoying. He would have thiefed my toxic orb as well. What the fuck? What is happening? See that safety goggles? Well, no. Oh, if he thieves, I have to actually switch out. If he thieves my safety goggles, this fight will be a fucking nightmare. Holy dude. I believe that's Alice A. Why is there an abundance of 6x0 ferrets on the GTL for 2 billion Pokeyen? I believe that's Alice A who does that. They're a collector. It's just for the love of the game, dude. For the love of the fucking game. There's 6x0 ferret maxing. How much is that worth? Shalfa Ditto? I don't know. Off the top of my head, I don't know. Try to keep an eye out for it. Let me just go here. A $5. So true. $2K. Yeah, I don't know. I have to just check. Like, is there anything on the GTL? I kind of doubt it, but we'll see. I mean, yeah. So yeah. Wow. Yeah, apparently I've been trying to get the link of it in the screenshot, but I could not find it, so I'm so sorry, guys. But apparently we're at an alpha ditto spawn right now. It is January 28th, 2026 at 3 p.m. As this is happening, there was an alpha ditto spawn, and someone did just get a shalfa ditto, which is one of the, like, the most amazing, like, if you're gonna randomly run into a shiny in the wild, shalfa ditto is up there as one of the craziest ones. You cannot breed for a shalfa ditto. That's what makes it, like, you literally can't try to hunt a shalfa ditto aside from just checking every alpha ditto spawn that ever happens and hoping for the best. It's so hard to find and so rare. The cheapest shalfa ditto, for reference, on the GTL is 200 million Pokeyen. It is very, very rare, very expensive, very valuable. It would help you breed any shiny alpha, you know? Yeah, apparently someone's saying it was 3x31. I didn't see it, but a lot of people are sweating. I trust, like, there's a lot of witnesses. 3x31 shalfa ditto is insane to see, man. Congrats to whoever got it, man. Insane. I bet he's just jumping around his house fucking celebrating once again. Like, it's just so crazy. This would kill, so I'm gonna go. This alpha catch sucks for me. I'm in a really weird spot. Have it open. There you go. Thank you. Could you would think. What I miss? Let me see. What I miss in chat? So I'm trying to find. Yeah, if you can screenshot, I would really appreciate it. Tip of nature, thank you. Checking defense with 31s. Damn, that must look. Oh, like it's like the first 3 stats. That must look really pretty as well. That's a crazy fucking shiny, man. I'm trying to think. How many turns am I? This encounter is so awkward. The fact that it has thief and stuff. I think I just like spam. I can spam a timer ball. The chance of this catching is I'm not throwing this to catch. I'm just throwing this to yeah, there's no rush pawns yet. Get your ditto catch, king, for sure. One of the big, and like, I don't want to, like, you do whatever you think is best, Jonag. One of the most common mistakes I see new players make is get a shiny and think, oh, I'm going to sell it to get this jump start on Pokeyen, without realizing Pokeyen can always be gained and can always be consistently regained, whereas shinies are, like, out of your control. Like, shinies are, you can make more Pokeyen. If you do 1 week's of Jimmy runs, which is 7 hours of gameplay, you'll make more money than a shiny is worth, if not, you know, around the same. versus if you sell that shiny, you know, you'll probably never do it again. Like, it's so rare. And if you just really don't care about shinies, you know, everybody's different, but especially your first shiny in Pokemon, shinies are so rare, they're so special. Like, there's no replacing that. It is a sentimental thing, so everybody, if you're not a sentimental person, maybe, you know, don't heed my, you know, maybe it's not the right advice, maybe it's not the right advice for you, right? But just, yeah, I do have a video on why it's never worth to sell your OT shiny, which in my opinion, looking back, is too flagrant of a title. If I could go, I would change it to like why it's almost never worth to sell an OT shiny.
Yo, what's up? My name's Patrouski.
I would say like 99% of people that I've seen sell an OT shiny regret it, especially the first one. If it's like a Tentacruel duplicate or some shit, you know, whatever, but like 99% of people that sell their first OT shiny, I feel like, go on to regret it, which it's just, you know, also like, I don't know, sometimes you gotta make the mistake to learn, so I get it. I'm not gonna sit here, I don't want to sit here and like lecture anybody. That's fucking annoying, you know. I don't mean to do that. Armor raid, yeah, no, that's really cool. That's really cool. Like, you know, make whatever decision you think is best for you. That's all I can really, you know, at the end of the day, yeah, there's no right or wrong. It really just comes down to person to person. I'm really scared this thing is gonna thief my safety goggles, and if it does that, it's gonna be an absolute nightmare. I'm gonna go my Parasect here, because then I can't put it to sleep, which would be so bad. It's gonna thief here. Confused. Please don't. Oh, please don't kill yourself. Let me see. You're so sexy. Please don't kill yourself, Alpha Ditto. Let's do. I think I can outspeed and Spore. Okay. Whew. Which doesn't pretty much be stage precedence. Like, what's the best? What do you mean by that? Well, with generalist breeding, you can't breed like a Beldum with a Staryu. Like generalist, it has to be. You can only breed a generalist mon with the same species or Dittos. I'm probably misunderstanding. I might be misunderstanding the question. The song about us and you're selling your shinies. I forgot there's a song about it. That's a good meme. That might reach more people. The song about why to not sell your OT shinies goes crazy. Now we're talking. Go all 5. Hell yeah. Not to let you know. Hell yeah. That's my question. Okay, yeah. That's great question. Good question. All right. All right, there's our Alpha Ditto catch. I was getting a little stressed. It has Thief, and my Breloom had died, and I was using my Spear. I really didn't want it to thief my safety goggles, which would mean that I couldn't put it to sleep, and it would be a super annoying to catch. Show me 3x31. No, I will happily take. Any Alpha Ditto is just amazing. I'm so happy with 2x31, not mixed attack. You know, fantastic Alpha Ditto catch. We'll always take those on the Ironman account. They're liquid diamonds once again. Always a flying type. That is, dude. Yeah, Alpha Ditto, whatever they randomly warp into, is such a troll. It's such a troll. That was a tough one for me. Troll mechanic. All right, we can dig out of here. Alpha Crobat. That's, dude, that hits through sub. I'm pretty sure that's infiltrate. That's like a fucking annoyed one. Good luck to you, Tom. 4 times super effective against your catching Breloom, by the way. Hits through sub. Like, that's super annoying. Maybe it has like recoil moves. I don't know if it has like Brave Bird. Thank you, Sir Ponzi. Thank you. Let me go see if I can see him. Oh, thank you so much. This is perfect. This is crazy. Thanks for sending this. Alpha Ditto IVs. Italian, sadly. No, it's not. That's not sad. It's okay. Is that just your language? You're fine. We've played enough Pokemon to know the translations. You're perfect. Oh, you mean, oh, Natura means nature? Oh, I was really lost on that one. Gnome is name? Okay, that was close. Gnome. Sorry if I'm, you know. Alpha Ditto OT. Dude. All right, shout out to Sir Ponzi in chat, who was the one who was able to find the Shalfa Ditto summary page, get screenshots. We only can view this thanks to Sir Ponzi. Dude, this is like not your average Shalfa. No Shalfa Ditto is average, but look at this. It is 3 times 31 and then 20. It's a 168. 168 total IV Shalfa Ditto. 3 times 31 in HP, attack, and defense, and then 20 plus in every other stat. This is one of the. This has got to be one of the best Shalfa Dittos. Maybe this literally could be the best Shalfa Ditto ever caught in PokeMMO. It's so insane. Probably not. We don't know that, you know, but it's up there. It's up there as one of the best. Like easily top 5, top 10. Easily top 5, top 10. Best Shalfa Dittos caught. Like the stats are crazy, man. It is timid nature, which is not super helpful given the stats, but like it could be used if you want to do it in like as a special attacker. THC Nova is the guy who caught it, man. THC Nova. Congratulations to that guy. This thing is worth a fortune, and worth a fortune Pokeyen wise, and also worth a fortune sentimentally, and like the legendary catch of it. Like that's congrats to him, man. I respect them. Also, like, do you need to Master Ball on an alpha shiny? No, but I get why you would, because they're like I that's like one of those Master Balls where I'm like, dude, I fucking get it. Also, it's also like a cool like time capsule at that point. Congratulations to Nova, man. Super crazy catch. Like it's cool to see. Like you don't see a whole lot of live Shalfa Dittos like that, man. It's, you know, that's so fun. It's so cool. Like we're streaming while it's happening, and we, you know, hopefully he recorded it. That would be fucking sick. Ooh. Master Ball's guaranteed catch, yeah. No, dude, thanks. You put through the still you like put all the effort. No, Sir Ponzi, thank you. Seriously. Take the thanks, you nerd. I appreciate it. All right. Go back over to I kind of want to go back to Jigglypuff. Is that cringe, chat? I'm feeling the I don't know. I really want a Q-Charm shiny. I do. I know it's not everybody. The visuals of Jigglypuff aren't crazy different. I know, but it's still like I like it, man. Jigglypuff's really grown on me over the years. Do chores? Is a Boja, is she doing chores? Is she cleaning up around the, she shouldn't be. I heard some rustling in the apartment. That makes a lot of sense. I didn't even know she was doing chores. She does not have to do chores. She probably wants to. Ugh, gross. Your wife actually wants to clean up around the house? Disgusting. Go play video games instead, queen. Are you serious? Dude, that's... I'm sorry, Tom. That's... It's 31 attack ends, but... That's... Tom, I would actually crash out too. That's fucking... It's always the hardest to catch alphas have the most dog shit stats. I don't know why. Not even... Every Pokemon that gives you trouble is always the... I don't know why. It's always the fucking worst statted thing. John Glock. I saw a YouTube thumbnail, Jake, but I didn't click on the video. But I think I saw it in my algo. Good eye. I think I saw it in my algo, but I didn't actually watch the video. It's cool to see people do it, like unique challenges like that, man. I love that. It's cool that challenge accounts are kind of like the next wave of a lot of, not even just like Pokemon content, but like, I guess it's kind of been that way for a while. But I love challenge accounts, man. The PokeMMO Iron Man, settled Swampletics, chunk stuff, chunky stuff. What else? You know, like the shinies, you know, lock or whatever. Shinies only. Iron Sega out here, another Iron Man, also grinding. Good luck to you, man. He has to get one of every shiny full audit before he moves on. Oh, I did not know it was that intense. What the fuck? Good for him. That's... How many hours did it take to upload episode 1? How many hours of gameplay? Now okay, now I want to watch that. What the fuck? I didn't know it was like that. That's next level of insanity. Good for him. That's fucking, I love crazy grinds like that, man. At that point, like, yeah, that's, dude, wow. That's sick. Ayurveda is just the starters? Yeah, yeah, fuck. Oh, he has to get, wait, how does he even, you can't get all 3 starters, right? How does that, I don't know how that works. I don't know. Damn. I would run, okay, come on. Alrighty, fellas. Alrighty though, fellas, we're pushing 4 hours at this point. I think it's gonna go ahead and be the end of the stream. I know, boo, womp womp, lame, underworking. I know. Hopefully you guys enjoyed though. Have a great day. I loved this stream. I had a lot of fucking fun, so hope you guys did as well. Like the stream if you did, dislike if not. There it is, lame. Subscribe for daily Pokemon videos. I do upload every single day. There's a big streamathon coming up this Saturday. Make sure to check that, put that on your social media out. That should be a lot of fun. That'll be a long stream, not a 3-hour, 4-hour underworking Andy. True. Follow me on Twitch for streams Monday through Thursday at 12 p.m. ET. I upload a Pokemon video every single day on YouTube. My Discord's down below, and if you want to go above and beyond and support the content, YouTube memberships, Twitch Primes, PayPal, Venmo, you guys know. Have a great day. I'll see you later. Just keep enjoying PokeMMO, and I'm excited for the upcoming Lunar New Year event. Excited for the streamathon coming up, and there's tons of stuff to be excited for. So let's just jump into it, take it day by day, and I'll see you guys very, very soon. But for now, peace, Reno. I'll see you guys. Dude, great. This is like, I was literally telling my wife during the stretch break, like, this is the one this stream was so fun. Like that, such a fun fucking stream. Thank you guys for being so fun, being so cool. Is Spidget live? I haven't rated him a sec, honestly. I'll raid Spidget. I'll see you guys later, man. Have a great day. Have a good Wednesday. See you guys. Bye.